Yo, what's good? It's the boy Diddy, and today me and Abbas will be doing another weekly podcast discussing the movie, anime, and TV world. Let's talk about it.
It's funny. We were talking about Sonic, I think, last week, and then that trailer dropped.
Oh yeah, we
Tuesday.
could just go straight into that topic then. Yeah, the trailer just dropped for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie number 3.
Dude, I think that's like one of the best trailers ever made.
I think so too. That trailer, like, how I can't imagine this movie not doing well at the box office. I just can't. You know, it's gonna make money.
It's crazy. I want to go back and watch the Sonic films. I haven't even seen.
I haven't seen the second
first
one.
Two films, but
I saw the first one in the cinemas years ago, but I actually haven't seen the second one yet. But seeing this trailer,
it's actually insane how well a trailer can do.
I really want to see it. You know, like.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like, what the heck? Like, first off, like, the animation on the Sonic characters, like, it looks so good, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
oh,
that's
dude,
like the
rain
best...
on, like, Shadow.
Yeah. Like, even, like, the reflections in their eyes and all that, like, that's, like, some of the best CGI I've ever seen in, like, any modern movie.
Like I was scared about like how they're gonna do Shadow. Like
Yeah.
I was scared they're gonna mess up his running animation because he like skates.
Yeah.
But oh mate, they nailed it.
They nailed it.
Good.
Looks awesome.
It's so good.
I don't really get what's going on with Dr. Robotnik though at the end. Like, was that his dad or his grandfather? Like, because I remember in Sonic X, they kind of hinted at it, like, during this Project Shadow storyline. Like, he had, like, a father on Earth, and he was the one behind the Project Shadow thing.
Well, that's another thing, because I want to go back and watch that now.
Yeah. But it looks like, judging from the trailer, they're sort of adapting that storyline with Maria.
Yeah, see, I really need to watch the anime. I think it's part of the game as well. No, like Sonic 2.
Yeah, it's part of the games.
Like
I think it's Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, but I just recommend the anime. It was a lot better. I think it's like episode.
Well, you played the game?
I never played the game, but I watched the anime. I played like the OG Sonic games, but not like those ones.
Oh, like on the Game Boy.
Yeah, I didn't play those ones. I don't think I had a Game Boy. My parents restricted me from playing any video games, so I never really grew up with those type of games. Like, it was never...
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You're a movie guy now.
Yeah. Like, if I would grow up on, like, the PlayStation 2, PS3, and Xbox, I would have been a gamer, but we never had that growing up. Like, I asked for them for Christmas, and they're like, nope, you're not getting that, you know? And I suppose they're right, because I would have done poorly in school. I would have been too addicted, you know, playing games.
True.
But I did have the PS1, though, so that's all good. But it was, like, really old, like whatchamacallit, Spongebob games.
Some can say.
Yeah.
Some can say, like, the PS1 is all you need, dude.
Yeah, but it was, like, Spongebob and ADIBOO.
Who?
ADIBOO. Don't you know the game ADIBOO?
I've never heard of that.
ADIBOO and Chimp Chitty.
No, I've never even.
Really? Yeah, that's a classic.
No? Are you speaking English?
ADIBOO and Chimp Chitty.
I've never heard of this.
You've never heard of ADIBOO? Type in ADIBOO PS1.
No, never.
Oh, that was a great game. It's like a fun adventure kids game that I grew up with.
Let me just do my research.
Yeah.
How do you spell it? ADI?
ADIBOO.
This is a real thing?
Yeah. On the PS1.
Wow.
This was like the one game I always played. Like, it was really fun. But the last level was so hard. But I was like 6, so
What do you even do in it?
You just sort of... It just starts off with like this... It's like this... whatchamacallit? this little monkey character who reminds me of Abu from Aladdin meeting this boy with a red cap, and they go on an adventure to try and find this like treasure, from what I remember. And they go all around the world, and they fight robots, and I'm just going off memory, but from what I remember, it was fun. It was a fun game.
The art style reminds me of this. Remember Arthur, that TV show, kids show?
Yeah.
There's like a game on the computer where it's like a learning game where you play as Arthur or whatnot. Like that, the graphics kind of it seems similar to that.
Yeah.
I thought it was like some sort of learning game.
Yeah, it's an adventure game. It's kind of learning as well, but it's mainly like action adventure. Oh. I'm surprised you haven't heard of this one.
Never.
Oh,
I
okay.
was like, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, ADIBOO? Like,
I feel like ADIBOO is probably a beta version of Spyro, maybe.
no, there's no chance. I've just seen some of the images.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just going off memory. I haven't played it since I was 6.
Okay, fair enough.
But it was ADIBOO and the Spongebob game. I forgot which one it was. Spongebob PS1. Yeah, it was this one. Sony Spongebob Super Sponge. Played that all the time.
SpongeBob
Yeah.
Super Sponge.
SpongeBob Super Sponge on the PS1.
Super. Wow, another game I haven't heard of.
Oh,
What
this
the
was
hell?
a classic, dude. You just catch golden spatulas, and you go to the dark underground Bikini Bottom place, and
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Hate that place.
yeah, and you have to like defeat the jellyfish by bouncing on them. From what I remember, it was fun. It was a fun game. And then we had the Tom and Jerry game. Oh, what was that one called? It was called House Trap. Do you remember that one?
You know what? That I remember a Tom and Jerry on the PS1 and what? Let me and
The
Jerry
House Trap. Tom and Jerry House Trap.
PS1. Let me just look at the images.
This one was quite popular. Like,
Because there was a. I don't know. 1 second.
okay.
Tom and Jerry PS1. I don't recognize it.
Mm.
PS1 games. Because I remember there was this one particular Tom and Jerry game that took place in the house.
Yeah.
Maybe it's this.
It's probably
I have
this one
no
because it's
idea.
pretty much throughout this house. Oh, I played this game for hours a day. You're just smacking each other with brooms and golf clubs.
I remember there's a PS2 Tom and Jerry game, War of the Whiskers, and it's literally just a fighting game.
Oh, really?
And it's the same. Yeah, I think it's the first of its kind, and the like future Naruto games adopted that similar fighting game mechanic where it's like a circular stage, and everyone is just like running in and fight. Oh my days! I think Naruto was probably inspired by the Tom and Jerry,
Oh, dear.
like the video games at least.
Oh, yeah, I'm
like the
seeing it right
Storm
now.
games.
War of the Whiskers. Damn, this looks
Wow.
intense.
Wow. That's actually insane.
I wish I had the PS2. It looks like a fun console.
PS2 was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It's not even, like you can get it cheap off eBay.
I see some of those nostalgic videos on YouTube of people buying the PS2 for the first time in the 2000s, like waiting in the queue.
Oh,
What
I
a
think I've
time
seen
to be
some of those
alive.
videos as well.
Was this the first console where you could play DVDs and Blu-rays on, or was it the PS3?
Not Blu-rays, but DVDs, yeah. And then
Oh.
PS3, you're allowed
'Cause I remember
Blu-rays.
seeing on the news that was a big deal for people.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because okay, little story here. Back when the PS3 and the 360 came out, the PS3 was the only video game video game console that had a Blu-ray disc. So when a big game like Grand Theft Auto came out, You just need to insert the disc and you can play it. Whereas with Xbox, you needed multiple discs.
Wow.
And when you finish part 1 of that disc, it says insert disc 2. So you have to eject the disc, put it in, and play it.
Oh gosh, that's mad.
Blu-ray was revolutionary.
Gosh, holy moly! I don't think I ever owned a PS3 either. No, I've never owned this one. I've owned a PS4 and the Xbox 360, but not this one.
Yeah, the PS3 was awesome, but I think the OG PS3s had issues where it would overheat and you would get the red, not red ring, that's 360, but this, like, you'd hear a beep and then your console would not turn on again. It would just die and overheat. Like, it had overheating problems.
Oh dear. Ah, man. Yeah, like, video games is just one aspect of a childhood that I had that I just never experienced, you know?
It's an awesome medium of storytelling, you know?
Yeah.
There's so many great games out there with amazing stories.
I didn't start playing games properly until I was like 18, 17, because I did play games like on the Wii when I was like 14, but it was like Sonic Colors, you know? And
Sonic Colors
and Sonic and the Secret Rings and Sonic Unleashed.
Sonic Racing?
Not Sonic Racing, Sonic Unleashed when he turned into the werewolf.
I've heard of Sonic Unleashed, but I've never played it.
It's quite hard. I found it hard.
Sonic Heroes?
No, that's an old one. I never played that one. Wasn't that on like the
Sonic
Nintendo?
Heroes. Yeah, it was on the I think it was on the N64 and Xbox and PS2.
Sonic was like the only like video game franchise that I was really invested in. Like I remember playing like the OG Sonic 1, 2, and 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic Colors, Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Sonic Riders?
Yeah, Sonic Riders. I did play that. I played on my PC when I was in year 8 for a bit. Yeah, that was fun. But my PC was so slow that it didn't really like play properly. It would play at like 12 frames per second. It kept like dropping and all that.
Jeez.
Yeah, but I like the art style of Sonic in this game. Like the 2D art.
See, this is why I'm kind of annoyed with the movies because I don't like their portrayal of Sonic.
Well, the way he's written.
Well, he's like a kid.
Yeah,
he's like a child.
He kind of reminds me of the Sonic Underground Sonic. Do you remember Sonic Underground?
I think I do when it was more when he looks like a kid.
Yeah, when he had a brother and a sister. Like, yeah, he's younger in that version. He kind of reminds me of that version of Sonic. Then like the Sonic X, when he's like more of a teenager, like a punk. Because that's what Sonic is, a punk.
Yeah, he is a punk. He's a big punk.
He's a bit of a whatchamacallit?
Troublemaker.
A troublemaker.
He's like Luffy.
Yeah,
in a way.
He's kind of like Luffy. Yeah, he does what he wants to do. He goes where he wants to go. But in the movies, he's very like, yes, sir, no, sir, I will do this. Yes, you know, he's very.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll carry it back, sir. Yes,
sir. That's what Sonic is.
Oh yeah, dude. It's the one. I wish they change. You know, like especially how they're releasing Shadow. Like Shadow is cool and awesome. I wish Sonic was also on that vibe.
Because in Sonic X, when Shadow was introduced, Sonic is still that punk. You know, he's not like the way he is in the trailer. And they have that like cool Goku Vegeta dynamic, you know? Yeah,
dude. It's like Krillin and Goku, like Vegeta, not like, Goku and Vegeta.
Everyone grew up on Dragon Ball Z, but Sonic X was my Dragon Ball Z as a child. Like I watched this show to death, and Shadow and
I need to start Sonic
Shadow
X.
and Son. It's dude. It was a good story.
Gotta go faster.
I remember season 3 was quite sad. I won't spoil it for you, but I remember being sad.
How many seasons were there?
There were, so basically Sonic X had 3 seasons. Seasons 1 and 2 aired pretty much all around the world, but season 3 I think most of the world lost their license to season 3 except America, so it was only released in America and Japan for the final season. So yeah.
Wait, you have to watch it in dub?
Yeah,
like,
so
Japanese sub.
you do have the sub. Yeah, you do have sub. You can watch in sub or dub. But the thing with Sonic X is that it's the 4Kids version for the dub. There's no redub of Sonic X, so they do change a lot of the dialogue, and it's more kid friendly for the dub. So if you want to watch the quote unquote true version, you have to watch the sub, which is available on certain websites.
I do remember watching like the English dub and was enjoying it. What do you prefer, the dub or the sub?
I'm so this nostalgia, dude.
Like, you
Nostalgia
can't
for the
get the
dub.
dub is so good,
And the
right?
music, they
Yeah.
changed the soundtracks, and it's that 2003 like punk rock Green Day. Dun, 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 dun. It's very it's punky,
Yeah.
you know. The Japanese version is good, but it's very like, it's very, you know, it's, I can't explain it. It's very of
It's
that.
like a very. Is it 4Kids? Is it 4Kids that dub it?
I need to confirm the dub. Because the dub, the voices do sound okay. Like, they do change like the dialogue and all that. Yeah, it is.
Because the way you're describing the show, it reminds me of how they dub Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they always use the same soundtrack.
Mm,
Do-do-do. And when I finally switched to the sub version, wow, is it different? Like
Yeah.
thematically, like every scene, like they really made this epic, intense scene childish, like kid friendly. It's crazy, like what they did.
Yeah, it's kind of that, I would say. Like, just type in Sonic X sub versus dub comparisons, and I'm sure you will get like
Fair
a
enough,
general
yeah.
vibe, you know, of it.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. But man, this show is just.
Yeah, that's something
But
I'll have to check
regardless,
out.
I still enjoy the dub, you know, like, from what I remember. I haven't seen it since I was 11. So, but from what I remember, I love it. I love the show so much. I've watched it like 9, 10, 11 times. Like, probably more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, Sonic 3, dude, it's literally affecting my life. That trailer alone, because I want to watch Sonic X.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to watch the movies, like the first one and second one,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to play that new Sonic open world game as well that came out like a couple of months ago. Like,
Oh, okay.
so much.
It's kind of like reignited your love for Sonic now, essentially.
Yeah, it's insane. Like that trailer was so good. And Fat Robotnik.
Yeah.
Like Jim Carrey.
Jim
He said he
Carrey.
wasn't gonna. He's like retiring
Retiring.
from making films,
But no,
and he's back.
He's back. The dude's
He's
back.
back, dude.
He wants to keep doing it now. I'm happy that he wants to
That's
keep
awesome.
doing it. Oh, seeing like Sonic and Shadow, it takes me back to Sonic X, you know. It's my childhood, you know, essentially.
Yeah.
Their dynamic, their beef, their rivalry. I kind of know where the story's going to go because I know that this storyline. So it won't be a big surprise, but it'll still be cool watching it, you know.
They did. I know. Dr. Robotnik's is it father? I'm assuming he is dead in the show. So him being alive does raise a bit of questions, but that might be spoilers for the actual anime, so I don't want to like dive too much into it, but I do know he's meant to be dead.
Yeah. Yeah, the anime, of course, changes like some of the story arcs from the game, but it's pretty much one for one, you know? Like, because they added a new original character called Chris, and he plays more of a main key role, but he's cool from what I remember. But yeah, Sonic X, I recommend watching that when you get the chance. I think maybe, I guess if you want to watch the true version, watch it the Japanese with the subs, you know? Like, I guess that is the, essentially like the Kai version of Sonic, you know? That's like the real stuff. But for nostalgia,
because in my head,
yeah,
I have Goku's voice for Sonic.
Sonic yeah, like he does sound like Sonic,
Yeah.
This version of Sonic in particular,
So I do feel like I'm gonna miss out on a bunch, but I think I might have to switch to.
Maybe watch like the first watch the first 3 episodes in sub, then watch in dub, and just have a look. Then you can, decide.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Makes sense.
But yeah, the Sonic trailer, like, it's gaining a lot of views online, People are really hyped.
I did check some reactions, and they're hype. I don't understand because they're die-hard Sonic fans, and I like seeing like some of them like tearing up, crying and stuff. It's insane.
Over Sonic, just man. But this movie does come out on the same day as the Musfasa movie.
Oh yeah, Mufasa's rip.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be watching Sonic. Did you know, like, Jim Carrey, that's his retirement, came back for Sonic. Keanu Reeves offered a role in Star Wars, declined it because he's working on Sonic. Sonic is huge, dude.
I know, gosh. He couldn't like pass up on Sonic, He knows the fans wanted him as Shadow, so he delivered.
It's crazy that he is Shadow because it fits perfectly.
Yeah, that's the perfect casting in my opinion. Like no other person could play him in my opinion. Some say they wanted Hayden Christensen, but I think most people wanted Keanu Reeves.
I don't know how that would work, Hayden Christensen.
I guess because he has that edgy, mopey personality.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that would have worked.
I don't know that wouldn't work. It
might have been a bit too childish, maybe. Like, I don't know, a bit too teen boy. Because Shadow isn't a teen boy, from what I remember. He always seemed older than Sonic and the gang, in my opinion.
Yeah, he always he hung around that Batgirl and that robot. I wonder if they make an appearance.
Oh, the girl and the robot.
Rogue.
Was it
That's
Rouge?
The name, I think.
The Bat girl.
Rogue or something.
Yeah. Everyone likes that character. Oh yeah, Rogue. Sonic the Hedgehog. Damn. But yeah, Sonic is coming out soon, and I guess that leads into like the next big topic. There's a lot of movies coming out in this fall. I think I have a list of pretty much all the movies coming out. So we've got Beetlejuice, which is coming out this week.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we got in October Joker 2, which is going to be a musical.
I know a lot of people are. Yeah, that's interesting. A musical, dude?
It could work. Maybe it's all in his head. Maybe it'd be like a Rocketman-esque type of movie.
Yeah, apparently what I've heard as well is that this is going to be the last one of this series. So, that's interesting.
I don't know about that. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I did hear that. Like, he has no plans for a trilogy.
I thought he might do a trilogy.
I don't personally, I didn't like the first Joker film. I'm still up in arms about the second one. I don't know how that one's going to do.
Oh, yeah.
The first one just didn't make sense.
Yeah, it was a little bit odd, if I'm being honest. But, I don't know.
It had cool moments.
It was very psychological, you know. But also, apart from that, we also got Venom 3, which will be the end of Tom Hardy's...
See, the Sony films, it's weird because when Sony releases trailers, it's pretty good, right? But when the film comes out, it's actually a pile of shit.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe Venom 3 is actually pretty sick. But it is Sony at the end of the day.
That comes out at the end of October. I don't know about this. I don't really like the Venom franchise at all. I think all the movies are pretty bad. They're all bad. Like
Sony just needs to get rid of their producers. They're really destroying the franchise, man. Just get rid of them.
they're doing good
Like,
with
get
the
rid of Amy
Spider-Verse
Pascal and all
movies,
those.
so I don't understand.
Yeah, but that's the animation, not
Yeah,
like
not live action.
I think that's like a whole different. I think the reason why the animation does so well is because their claws are not in it.
Yeah,
Because
it's a
they're free
different
to
team.
do their own stuff.
But then after that, we also got Kraven the Hunter coming out.
Yeah, that's another Sony film.
Yeah, another Sony movie coming out. This one comes
So, like,
out
what is the
in
point of
December.
these? Like, why are we seeing Venom? Why are we seeing Kraven the Hunter? Why are we seeing Morpheus? Like, who? Why are we seeing like movies made for villains? Like, who? And like portraying them as good guys. It's so confusing. I don't know what their plan is. Like, which? It's not. This isn't for Tom Holland, is it? That Tom Holland universe? Because
I don't know.
these films are
It's
like
not.
a C plus at best.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
Yeah, like and earlier on this year they released Madam Web, and we all know how that turned out. So,
yeah.
oh gosh,
Yep.
it.
And what's her name
baffles.
from that film? The blonde-haired chick. I can't remember her name. Apparently, she is going to be what's her name?
Sydney Sweeney.
It's not. Is it? Yeah, her. But there's like a character in Spider-Man. She's like a. It's not Catwoman.
Oh,
It's
Spider
somebody
Gwen.
else. Not Spider-Gwen.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
not Catwoman, but there is like that type of
I think
character
yeah.
in the Spider-Man,
Let me type in
like Felicia or some shit. I can't remember.
Sweeney
I think it's Felicia.
Spider-Man character. Sydney Sweeney, Madam Web. I don't know. Who knows? But I think after that we got Transformers 1, which is coming out this month.
I beg your pardon, Transformers 1?
Yeah, Transformers 1. That's what it's called.
It's actually called Transformers. Oh, is
Yeah.
that the animation movie?
Yeah, it's an animated Transformers movie.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's like a hard reboot of the whole franchise.
Yeah.
It looks okay, but hot take, I prefer the Shia LaBeouf movies.
Yeah. I like the third, like Transformers 3. No, that's
Dark of the Moon.
Beast of the film. Dark Side of the Moon, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. I just like the effects in those movies more, you know. They had a bit of
Yeah.
grit to them.
That World Destroyer thing, wherever that worm thing was,
Oh,
like
yeah,
what on earth
in the
is
desert.
what am I looking at?
They made a toy of that and it was crazy expensive.
Damn, I need to check that out.
That was like back in 2009. But also in October, we also have My Hero Academia Movie 4. You Are Next.
I'm not looking for dude that I don't know anything. Like even when I watch the trailers, I don't know what is going on, dude.
At this point, they're just making stuff up.
Yeah.
It's like this fake All Might battling the UA kids. This is possibly the least impressive one out of all of them
Yeah.
that they've shown.
Like it hasn't peaked since movie 2.
No.
Movie 3 was I don't even remember why I put him in the third film.
I saw that
I've seen
one.
it, just I can't even remember.
Yeah, it's forgettable. The second one was just too good. Ironically, they used the ending for the actual manga ending, you know. Kind of. Because Deku lost his... Oh, spoiler
Wait,
alert.
what do you mean?
You've seen the manga ending, haven't you? For My Hero.
Yeah.
So
But
spoiler
what did they
alert.
use it for?
It's a spoiler alert for the ending, but Deku loses his
Well,
powers.
ending for what? The manga?
Yeah, in the manga. He lost his powers, and in the movie, in the second one, he lost his power, but then he got it back.
Oh, right. Yeah,
kinda
of
using
course.
that.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I
Gosh.
forgot all about that, actually.
Yeah. Ugh. But also for movies, we have got There's a lot of like independent movies coming out. We've got an Overlord movie coming out. The Sacred Kingdom.
What the hell is even that?
It's an anime, so it's interesting. I never got into the show, to be honest. It's very isekai-esque.
Yeah, I was watching a video and he was like going over all the isekai shows out there. There's one where he's like a vending machine. There's another show where there's like a character is a sword. Like, what's going on, dude?
Yeah.
What the hell is going on with this
these
genre?
These isekais are just, they're just not for me, dude. But we also got Wicked starring Ariana Grande coming out in November.
I seen a trailer for that. What's the point, dude?
It's like what is it, like a remake prequel of The Wizard of Oz?
It's a prequel for The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Not for me. I've got The Wizard of Oz on DVD. I will just watch that, you know. It's so much better.
Yeah, it's like apparently how the it's how the witch it's like how the witch became a witch or something like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really into movies with like really big stars as the main character, you know? Like, I'm always taken out of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Gladiator 2 coming out with Joseph Quinn and Pedro Pascal and Denzel Washington.
Have you seen the first Gladiator film?
God, when did that come out?
Oh, like 2000.
2000, holy moly. Oh, is that the one with Russell Crowe? I remember one of them had the Cersei character in. Was that Gladiator or was that something else?
I think that's something else.
Yeah, because I remember like a Gladiator type movie with her in. Probably wasn't that movie.
I can't remember. I genuinely can't. I don't know.
Oh, it was 300. That was it. 300.
300.
Yeah,
okay.
that's the one. Yeah. I'm getting those two mixed up. Never seen Gladiator before, though. Is it good?
I haven't seen it either, but I hear a lot of good things about it.
I just feel like I heard a podcast about them talking about people not really watching these type of movies, you know, these like Roman historical, you know, movies.
Like it's not accurate is what they're saying.
Yeah, it's not just that, but it's like people don't really watch them anymore, you know? Like, they never do that well at the box office, because I remember that King Arthur movie came out not too long ago and it flopped.
Yeah, I think, I don't know why, I just don't like that period in history. I just think it's so boring, personally. Because,
I don't know, like, I watched Game of Thrones and it's not based on really any, like, period, but I like that style, you know? I can't explain it.
What you're liking is the incest aspect of it.
I'm all about the dragons.
I'm messing.
I think it's more of like the European... I don't know. Because it's very... I mean, I don't know. When was the Game of Thrones sort of time period based on, you know? It kind of has that same style.
Yeah, where is it based on?
Whatever the case is, I'm just not really into like Roman Colosseum battles. I'm always very like, bored of it, you know? Like you said. But we also got...
It's just, I don't know, it's just... Yes. No, sorry, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. We also got Moana 2 coming out. I loved the first one, so I'm pretty excited for this sequel. Looks good. I'm guessing you're not gonna watch this one either.
No. I haven't seen a Disney film in years, dude.
When was the last time you saw a Disney film? What was the last Disney film you saw?
Like Toy Story 4.
Oh, wow.
Disney,
2019.
that Disney animated film. No way did that come out in 2019.
Yeah, it did. 2019. Summer of 2019.
No way.
Yeah.
That's actually insane.
Yeah, that was
Toy Story 4 came out in 2019.
2019 was a big year for movies and TV. Do you want to know what came out in that
felt
year?
so long.
You want to know what came out that year? So we had the final season of Gotham that came out that year. We had Tim Burton's remake of Dumbo. We had the Pokemon Detective Pikachu movie coming out that year.
Oh, of course, yeah.
We also had the Aladdin remake with Will Smith come out that year. We had Toy Story 4 coming out that year. Captain Marvel came out that year. Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 came out that year. We also had Avengers Endgame coming out that year. Spider-Man Far From Home came out that year. Demon Slayer Season 1 came out that year. We also
Season 1 of Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. We also had Joker come out that year. We also had Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker coming out that year. Frozen 2 came out that year. And I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff that came out that year that I've forgotten about. But yeah, that was a big year. Also, the final season of Game of Thrones came out that year as well. So, big year.
Oh, so that is the one big thing here.
Yeah, big year for 2019.
Wow.
Yeah.
All before COVID.
And the Lion King remake came out that year as well. Oh my gosh. I feel like 2024 is the first year that's really like... I feel like the energy of the box office is back, you know? Because Inside Out 2 has just become the highest grossing
I think
film.
It's mainly because the Marvel had a monopoly on the box office for people just watching the Marvel films. But since that hype died down quite a lot, it made room for other stuff.
I mean, look at last year. Super Mario Bros. Made $1 billion. Barbie made $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Oppenheimer nearly made $1 billion. Not one Marvel film made $1 billion that year.
Yeah.
And then 2022, we had Top Gun Maverick making $1 billion. Jurassic World 3 made $1 billion. Minions almost made $1 billion, but no Marvel film made $1 billion. Spider-Man, whatchamacallit, No Way Home made $1 billion, but that's Sony, and that came out in 2021.
That is Sony, yeah.
So Deadpool and Wolverine is the first true MCU movie owned by Disney to make $1 billion, which is impressive, which 5 years since Disney made $1 billion for a Marvel film. But even then, it's not really a true MCU film because it's still a Fox, thing, even though they own Fox. So it's interesting.
I think it's safe to say it's like a Disney film now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Own it.
Yeah, I suppose so. But yeah, like I said earlier on, Inside Out 2 has just surpassed the Lion King remake, and it's now the highest grossing animated film of all time. So that is interestingly awesome, because the Lion King had that top spot for years, because it's technically an animated film. But people were mad about it because it's not really, a traditionally animated film, But now
Inside Out 2?
But now Inside Out 2 has surpassed Lion King, and now it's officially a true animated film that's made the most money out of any animated movie.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. But going back to upcoming movies, we have got Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim movie coming out. You a big Lord of the Rings fan?
Yeah, but I can't. I don't remember the. I need to go back and watch the films. I remember enjoying the Fellowship of the Rings a lot.
Oh yeah, that's the best one.
And rewatch it. But any other side material, I wasn't a fan of the Hobbits or anything like that.
Yeah. This one's an anime film, but it's getting a lot of Western buzz.
Oh, it's animated?
Yeah, it's an anime. I'm trying to find what studio made this one. What studio? It doesn't say what studio. Solo Entertainment and Warner Brothers Animation, but it's directed by a Japanese director. Let's see what he worked on. So this guy worked on Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. That's pretty good. Star Wars Visions.
Oh, I remember seeing a bit of that.
He was a background artist on the original DuckTales.
That's funny, actually.
Classic. But nothing too popular. Blade Runner Black Lotus he worked on. Yeah, I saw the trailer for this movie. It looks interesting. I like the art style.
I haven't seen the trailer. I might need to check it out.
Yeah. And what else do we have this year? December. Oh yeah, Sonic 3 and Musfasa. And
same day, which is interesting.
Same day, God Lord.
They're trying to do that Oppenheimer stuff again.
Yeah, they want to try and do that. But that's it for movies, you know. Guess we can move on to the next topic, which is anime news updates. So, we got a new update regarding Attack on Titan, which just came out literally an hour ago.
An update?
Yeah, so the Shingeki Fly account has posted that on September 9th, Attack on Titan will celebrate its 15th anniversary since its serialization began. And to celebrate the anniversary, they will be holding a project that readers can enjoy together. So look forward to the event.
Okay.
Yeah, so people are speculating it's going to be some sort of manga spin-off, or, you know, those Attack on Titan school side spin-off manga stuff.
Okay,
it might be that.
Yeah.
People might think it's going to be a Levi Bad Boy Part 2 manga.
I don't know what I want from that, because I do like that universe.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan. I don't know. I think everything was wrapped up nice and neatly. I don't really want like a spin-off show, to be honest.
Some people say it might be a prequel, you know, for the Great Titan War.
Prequel?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you know? That'd actually be good.
Yeah. I've always been curious to know what happened in the war. Like, I wanted to see King Fritz and his decision of running away to Paradise and all that. Because it was only shown in like still pictures.
Yeah.
That would be cool. But yeah, there's not really much more to talk about in AOT. It's done, you know.
It is done.
Yeah. Story's wrapped up. But speaking of stories wrapping up, Jujutsu Kaisen has 3 chapters to go. And the most recent chapter has caused quite an uproar online. People are not happy with the direction.
Yeah.
I mean, so for me, I'm reading the manga now, and I'm halfway with the manga. And so far, the arc I'm on is nowhere near the ending, but it's past the Shibuya stuff, you know. And I think
Is it good stuff?
I don't want to get your hopes up, but it might be my favorite arc.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
Even the crazy stuff we see in Shibuya,
like, it's on that level. It's just but it's very different to Shibuya. You know, it's not what you think it's gonna be. It's pretty short. This arc, it's a short arc, but man, damn, it was a good read.
You know what? I might need to read the manga only because the anime is so confusing.
Yeah,
I might actually have to like start from chapter 1.
I'm gonna be honest. There are like particularly like like not the Shibuya stuff, but like the season 1 tournament stuff is better explained in my opinion in the manga. I know that's just me, you know.
Like, I was so, I don't know, because I did watch it while I was sick. I was actually really ill at the time watching Jujutsu Kaisen. but also the animation wasn't even that good either compared to season 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to give it a fair shot again because I'm right now I don't really like Jujutsu Kaisen. I just don't like it.
It gets better in my opinion. Like after Shibuya,
I'm hoping.
It does get really good. I kind of almost would recommend you reading it because you're gonna get spoiled, you know, in the upcoming weeks, you know.
Well, I already know what's happening in the end, dude.
Yeah.
So I don't really mind. I don't really mind seeing the spoilers or whatnot because a lot of a lot of stuff has happened with certain characters that I've already know about, and I don't mind it because I didn't really have that much of attachment to the show to begin with.
Oh, fair enough.
I only watched it for the visuals.
Fair enough.
But I will say this, which is funny enough. I have seen some of the artwork from Jujutsu Kaisen, and I wouldn't mind that being the first what is it? Is it a shonen?
Yeah, shonen.
Like
Shonen Jump.
The first shonen manga that I actually fully collect, you know? Because I don't have everything of Naruto or One Piece even, or Demon Slayer. But Jujutsu Kaisen, because of its artwork, I might just purchase the damn collection.
I'd give it a
full read.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
I
and
think
it's not long either.
Yeah, it's not that long. It's a short manga. I recommend it, you know. I feel like the pacing is faster in the manga. Maybe because I'm reading really quickly, but things just, you know, it doesn't feel too bogged down. It's not rushed, but it feels, it gets to the point, you know.
Yeah.
You don't get exhausted when the explanations of the powers are brought up, you know.
Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because there's so much explanation that is happening.
Yeah, oh gosh, season 2 was
chill,
bad.
Dude,
it was season 2. The way they explained the powers. Oh, I got exhausted. You know, it's the one anime where I think watching it in dub would be better. Just to hear someone just tell me what's happening, you know, instead of like reading the text.
Yeah, I know.
All the time while the visuals are happening, it gives me a bit of a headache. That's why I prefer watching.
Like that scene.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was that?
Sorry, that scene in season 2 when Gojo was doing that thing.
Oh yeah.
In a train, and he used his ultimate move or whatever it's called, the main expansion. The narration was so long and jarring.
Yeah.
I know it's meant to be there to like hype people what's happening, but too much like. Chill. Chill.
Yeah, a lot was happening. They kind of fixed that in the Blu-ray because the TV version had ghosting and dimming, but like they removed all of that, so now it's a bit sharper in the Blu-ray. So yeah, I suppose it's worth probably giving it a rewatch on Blu-ray form. But yeah,
dude, yeah, that's a good point because they added extra scenes
for Sukuna and
for that
Mahoriga
fight,
yeah.
Mahoriga.
But yeah, JJK. So far, I'm liking it, and I want to hear your predictions of where you think after Shibuya where it goes. I just want to hear what you think.
I already know some spoilers though, you know.
Yeah, I think I know the spoilers.
The problem is I know spoilers ahead of what you're on, so
okay.
I don't want to give it. I don't.
I think I know this. I think I know the spoilers. Sukuna and Gojo and do you know the most recent spoiler in the most recent chapter that came out a couple of days ago?
Is it the one where Thingy makes her epic return?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll go. I'll go.
I think,
Steal.
yeah, that that whole scene was memed on Reddit. It was getting hated on by
Really?
everyone.
Oh yeah, it was actually. It was actually. Now that I think about it, I'm thinking about the other thing. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Oh.
And also the most recent chapter. Like
most recent I don't know, because because you have to understand, I'm looking at it all out of context, because I don't even know what's happening. All I know is Sukuna has run a gauntlet of fights, and that's it.
That's why I'm reading the manga as quickly as possible. I'm currently on chapter 153. So I'm trying to like catch up. I want to catch up before the finale, you know, because I do not want to wait for the anime. Like, I like the animation, but I don't know if it's worth waiting for it, you know, in my opinion, you know.
Because there's a lot, right?
Yeah.
I think when it comes to a popular manga and a show, you're going to get spoiled. So I think the safest thing you can do is just read it.
That's what I did with Naruto.
Did you read Naruto when it came out?
So I basically I watched all of Naruto up until Sasuke and Naruto awakened their Rinnegan and Sage powers.
Wow.
Like after saving Might Guy.
That's near the end as well.
Yeah. That's when I caught up, and then I read the rest of it. So after Might Guy made his sacrifice, I caught up.
And then you're like, wait, what the hell is this Kaguya shit? This ain't in the anime. I need to go back and see if they are.
I felt like I missed a volume when I read that. I was like, what? It blew me away, dude. I did not see any of that coming.
Oh,
like, wow.
It's so funny.
It was shocking.
Like,
gosh.
I'm gonna do the same for One Piece. So I'm gonna watch the anime because I'm so far behind on the manga.
Speaking of One Piece, BBC have now acquired the rights to One Piece's English dub. So
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, but like, it's not going to be anything like the Wit Studio animation. But it is interesting. Is it for the original One Piece anime or the new one that's coming up?
No. It's the recent Toei animation, the original One Piece anime. You know. Normal one.
So are they gonna have new dub for it, or they just acquired the rights?
It's basically the rights. So if you want to watch the dub episodes, you're gonna watch it on BBC iPlayer. Technically BBC Free, but BBC iPlayer as well. So that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting. They're going to. So they've released East Blue to Sky Pier already, and they're gonna release Water 7 up until Wano. Yeah. So that's good for me. I don't have to really pay anything because the TV license are already taken care of. That's cool.
True.
So that's cool, you know. And BBC iPlayer's service is pretty good anyway, so...
It actually is. I watched all of the Doctor Who episodes on there from... Well, Matt Smith's Doctor Who and the one after him.
Oh, Peter Capaldi. You never watched David Tennant and Christopher Eccleston?
I can't go back because the CGI is so awful.
Yeah, it's old. It's an old show, dude. Yeah, it's dated. But I get you. Because I think season 4, which is David Tennant's final season, I think the visuals look just as good as the Matt Smith one. Yeah, that's the one with Donna in. I feel like if there is any like season of that David Tennant era, watch season 4.
Season 4, okay.
Yeah.
I've seen the library episodes and stuff like that, and that were really good.
It's just that the writing is so good. It's just so well written.
Like the Silent Library episode. That was awesome.
Yeah. And they have a connection to the what's her name? Melody River Song. David Tennant meets her
River Song
in his era.
Yeah, because that's the ending. David Tennant is the actual ending.
Yeah, that's the ending.
I like the. So I did see that, yeah.
But yeah, Doctor Who is the Matt Smith one was really good. Season 5 is probably the best one, in my opinion.
Yeah, we spoke about Doctor Who a lot, dude.
Yeah. But I fell
yeah,
off
David
it.
Tennant
Yeah,
is just that guy.
I fell off it when
I mean, not David Tennant, Matt Smith.
yeah, Matt Smith. I think I fell off Doctor Who around. You remember Maisie
Peter
Williams
Capaldi.
made an appearance in one of those Peter Capaldi episodes.
Yeah, that's
Season 9?
she does.
Yeah, Maisie Williams. Like,
She does. Is this in there? Wait, is this the scene in the cafe?
in season
American
9,
restaurant?
she makes a guest appearance. I remember she was in the trailer for season 9.
Was that the? Oh, Maisie, dude, I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot.
Arya
When you're
Stark.
saying Maisie Williams, I am thinking of a completely different person.
Yeah, I meant to say yeah.
I'm thinking of the companions. I'm thinking of Amy.
Oh no.
Amy Rose or whatever her name is. Not Maisie, dude. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I didn't like her. I really like. I wasn't a fan of her character.
That's when I started to fall out of love with Doctor Who. Like I was really into it, and then around that time, I was like, I think I was just getting too old for it because I grew up with it, you know. So
yeah.
I think I was just getting too old for it at that point.
That is completely fair.
But yeah, anyway, One Piece on BBC iPlayer. Can't wait. That's gonna be fun.
Which is interesting. I wonder why they did that. They really didn't need to do that at all.
No. I guess because there wasn't any way for people in Britain to access the dub, you know. It was only sub.
Oh.
You have to use a VPN to watch the dub in Crunchyroll, which is annoying.
But the dub is so ass. Why would you want to watch the dub?
It's gotten better. It's gotten better. Like you've not seen the have you seen the war arc in dub?
The Marineford War.
Yeah.
No, dude, I haven't seen any of the episodes in dub. I just watched the video comparison of it, and it was awful.
You probably watched some of the earlier episodes. It gets so much better. It's like Naruto. Yeah. The dub was a bit med to begin with for Naruto.
I don't like Luffy's voice, dude. I don't like Luffy's voice.
I think the voice actress matures a little bit with Luffy. It's not too, hey guys! It's more, hey guys. It's more, you know, it's a bit more mature.
Hey guys, I just smoked an extra pack of Ted cigarettes. You want some?
But yeah, I get what you mean, you know. But everyone else is pretty good though, you know. I feel like I do prefer Frankie and Robin's voice in dub so much more. Like, it just suits their characters so much.
Interesting,
because Frankie has this a very strong American accent. It's very like, hey, I'm Frankie. It's very like loud and proud, you know, and that fits with his character. And Robin has a very relaxed, soothing, like Canadian type accent. Like, I kind of like that.
The Canadian and American sound the same to me, dude. I can't even lie.
It's very. I just prefer her voice the most in dub. And I think that's why I watched the dub, you know, for those two.
Alright.
Yeah, but yeah, you can watch it either way. But yeah, for One Piece, I'm going to try and catch up and then I'll read the manga because when they find out One Piece, I do not want to wait for the anime, you know.
See, that was what I was going to say, dude. I'm far behind on the manga. I want to watch the anime up until they're on the final arc.
Yeah.
Like, it's announcing, like, the manga is in its final stages. Then I'll start reading them.
That's the best way to do it. That's what I'm doing with JJK, you know. Because there's just no point in waiting, you know. It's like the spoilers are already out there. Like, the thing with anime is that it's not like a Western show like Better Call Saul or, you know, A Walking Dead, because even though some of them are based off comics, they're like adaptations. It's like they change so much from the source, so even if you get spoiled on the comics, it's not really gonna affect the show because it's different. But a manga to an anime is like a direct adaptation, so you got to stay away. Unless you're watching Death Note, then because I know the Death Note ending is different in manga and anime.
I don't know how does it end differently?
I just saw like a panel in the manga of Light crying he doesn't want to die, or something like that. It's different.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all that. All right. Oh yeah, I had the list of the upcoming fall anime. Where is it? So, Bleach: The Thousand Year Blood War Arc Part 3, Dragon Ball Daima, Dadan, Blue Lock.
This I don't understand why they made this.
Yeah. Blue Lock ReZero Season 3, Sword Art Online Alternative Season 2, Blue Exorcist, all coming out in the fall. Oh, and Seven Deadly Sins, Four Nights of the Apocalypse Season 2. Yeah.
Well, wait, there's a show called Fire Force.
Oh,
apparently it came out 5 years ago. Is there any updates to that?
Nothing so far.
Because that was a show that I wanted to watch next, but like,
nothing so far. Honestly, if I'm being honest, there's not really a whole lot I'm looking forward to this year. Maybe Dadan. That looks interesting. There's a lot of hype around that. Dan.
Da?
It's like Dan. But nothing interesting, This has possibly been like one of the driest anime years in a long time, in my opinion. Not a whole lot.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there's only been like My Hero that's been popping off, doing really well.
Do you know when this season is ending?
What's that?
When? Do you know when the season's ending for My Hero?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's have a quick look. It's probably in 7 weeks because there's 7 episodes left.
How many arcs are we before the final?
I think, judging from what manga readers are saying, this is like the second to last arc, and I think next season may be the finale. That's what I've been hearing.
Okay.
But yeah, there's that.
Yeah, it's literally the only show I'm enjoying so far, and I am gonna chill out. I didn't watch this latest episode. I think I'm just gonna wait till the
just wait.
End.
Yeah, just wait for it. But yeah, anime. I guess
My Hero might be a show I might rewatch when it's over because I actually really enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I like My Hero.
And I'll just skip all the stupid shit.
Yeah. I might not rewatch it. I've seen it so many times now. I think I've rewatched it like 4 times now.
But why are you rewatching it when the show's not over?
Oh, this was like years ago I rewatched it, So like when season 4 was coming out, I rewatched the show. When season 5 was coming out, I rewatched the show, and then I stopped rewatching it because season 5 was not good.
Made sense.
Yeah. I don't really need to rewatch it. I kind of already remember what happened and all that, so I think I'm good. I feel like the only show I might actually rewatch is Bleach: The Thousand Year Blood War Arc. Because I think next year...
Yeah, that's another show I need to watch.
I think it's coming to an end next year.
Oh, really? Okay, that's awesome.
Because October is going to have part 3, and then the part 4 is the final part, so that comes out next year. So I think I'll wait till next year to like binge the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, because that's been pretty good. It's been popping off.
Yeah.
I'm
happy. That's big news. I can't wait. Because now I can finally see what the Bleach fans were hyping about.
Oh yeah.
I can finally.
Aizen. One of the greatest
that
villains.
twist is already ruined for me, man.
Oh man, that was such a good twist as well. When
Because
I
he's
first
such
saw it.
It's just one of those things where his name is bigger than the character, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Aizen. Everyone talks about Aizen this, Aizen. I don't even know who he is. I just know he's a bad dude. But
if you watched it
yeah,
without knowing what was going to
I
happen,
know.
you would have been blown away because that twist with him,
maybe,
it just you don't see it coming. It's like, what? He's so crafty. But yeah, that's Bleach. Oh yeah, speaking of anime, I finally finished the Black Goku arc in Dragon Ball Super. Finally.
Oh, did you like the outcome of it?
Yes, yes. It was a much better
you
arc.
enjoyed the arc?
Yeah, I actually like this arc so much more than the previous arcs. I like Trunks. He stood up, you know. He was relying too much on Goku and Vegeta, and then he realized that this is his world. He's going to protect it, and yeah, I liked all that. It reminded me of when Gohan defeated Cell. Like, I liked all that stuff. And then he disappears, and yeah, like, it was a good arc. The animation got better at times when they were fighting in the alternative future.
That people don't like the ending because they had to use Zeno.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I didn't really care.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I thought it was all right. But now we're in like this filler like territory, you know. Like, I think there was an episode. There was this episode where they had this spin-off with whatchamacallit. Those characters that the late Toriyama made before Dragon Ball. What was that manga called? With the little girl and those robot creature things.
I think there's a little baby or something.
Yeah, like a little baby who's powerful.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They had like a spin-off episode of that. That was fun. The fillers are kind of nice. They're heartwarming, you know. There was the episode where Yamcha got to do something cool. It was a baseball episode. And the gods, the two brother gods, were being mad at each other. And then they challenged each other to a baseball battle. And yeah, it was cool seeing Yamcha being the team captain in that episode.
These fillers are reminding me of the OG Dragon Ball Z fillers.
Oh, yeah.
Like Goku going for a driving test.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, to be honest.
Stuff.
Oh, in the Trunks arc, there was a filler episode where he got to reunite with Gohan, and I kind of liked it because he was kind of like disappointed in Gohan not being all powerful anymore, you know? He's this stay-at-home dad. But then he realized that, oh, this is a nice future that he never got to experience, you know? He only saw war and chaos, and seeing Gohan happy made him happy, and he's fine with it. So, yeah, that was nice. Awesome. But yeah, it was a good arc, and then Black Goku fused with that green guy, Zenio, what was his name?
Zamatsu.
Zamatsu, yeah, that's it.
Zamatsu.
Then he became this character with purple hair. I've seen this image of Black Goku with the pink hair everywhere. I thought that was Goku.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Everyone thought it was Goku, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not him.
Nope.
But yeah, that was a good arc, you know. Yeah, it was. I feel like Dragon Ball was starting to get its energy back now for me. You know, I was sort of falling out of love with it with Super, but now I'm starting to like it again.
Back.
You know, I'm back. I think it's back. I like how Mai has a character. You know, like she has stuff to do, and her and Trunks' friendship relationship thing. That's cool. And yeah, I like how they brought the evil containment wave box thing back. They were trying to seal Black Goku into it, but then they failed.
Would have been an interesting way to, get rid of him, but
yeah, it would have been.
Didn't happen. Yeah.
Oh, that's what the manga is called, Dr. Slump. The spin-off thing he made before, Dr. Slump. Okay. But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say with Dragon Ball Super, I have no idea where it's going now. I've got no idea. There was a filler episode where the assassin, what was his name? There was just an assassin who was trying to kill Goku.
Yeah.
Hit, I think his name was called Hit. The pink.
Hit, yep.
Purple guy. Yeah, he was trying to kill Goku. And yeah, that was cool. But yeah, I have no idea where it's going, dude. I've got no idea. It feels like they have ended sort of part 1 of Super now. I still feel like the cat god might be the final villain for some reason, Like, he's still very suspicious to me.
I think they're friends, right? Just chilling out and shit.
Yeah, but who knows? But yeah, Dragon Ball Super, I don't really have a whole lot to say.
That's fair.
Yeah. Even though I like this arc, I still think like the more interesting stuff happened in like Z, in my opinion.
Z, yeah.
Like that's where it was really peaking for me.
I can't lie. I was never a fan of Super, but I'm glad you enjoyed these thingy arc.
Yeah, the Future Trunks.
Goku Black arc.
Goku Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the best like arc for Dragon Ball Super so far.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be a tournament next, I don't know, but who knows? Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Super is available on BBC iPlayer, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, remember Tiny Pop?
Tiny Pop, yes.
It was airing Dragon Ball Super,
Really?
Funny.
Gosh.
Yep.
Oh gosh, you're right. That's insane.
I was surprised myself when I saw it,
Yeah, on Pop Kids.
Yeah, Pop Kids, that's the one.
Gosh. There's a lot of anime on those like kids, channels.
Yeah, surprisingly there is, yeah.
Dragon Ball Super.
Like if One Piece wasn't so raunchy, it would have easily been on that same network.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I hope, Wit Studio doesn't make it that pervy.
I have no idea. I mean, look at Nami's design in the Wit Studio. It's post time skip design, the way her body is drawn.
Wait, Wit Studio have already done the drawing?
I mean, those concept arts, of what the characters.
Oh, there's a time skip version.
No. It's pre-time skip, but you know how Nami's body changes over time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm hoping.
They're kind of using that sort of like
the same suit.
There's that body design.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that for One Piece. Oh, you watched Sonic 2?
I watched Sonic 2. That was a very good film.
I thought so.
Because I watched yeah, go on, sorry.
I was going to say I haven't seen that one yet, so what do you think of this one?
So I watched bits and pieces of Sonic 1, and I just remembered not enjoying it. I didn't like seeing Sonic the way he was portrayed.
Sonic
1. And then I think it is the same way in Sonic 2, but there's less human elements. You don't see much of his owner or whatever his name
okay.
is.
That's
In
what's his face? The guy from X-Men, Scott.
Oh, it's him.
Yeah, the one with the glasses who was a douchebag to
Oh,
Wolverine.
dude,
Yeah.
I did not even know that's the same actor.
You didn't know that?
Wow.
I've known that for years.
Talk about range. I had no idea.
Yeah, the dude's a
That's
talent.
the same dude?
Same guy, yeah. What's the actor's name called?
Put some respect on Scott's name. What the hell? What the
Cyclops,
hell?
that's his name.
But, yeah.
The actor is
Cyclops.
called James Marsden. Yeah.
Bro, he's been around the block then, because I've seen him in so many films, but I had no idea it was Scott, because Scott is very thin.
Yeah, he is. I mean, Sonic came out in 2020, and the X-Men movies came out in the early 2000s, so that's like 20 years, so he's going to look a bit different, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy's been in quite a bit. He's been in Saved by the Bell, Touched by Angel, X-Men Trilogy, Superman Returns, Hairspray, Enchanted, 27 Dresses, Anchorman 2, and the trilogy movies of Sonic. He's a pretty big actor.
Because he looks the same in every single film except X-Men, dude.
Yeah. I mean, those movies are old, so I'm not quite surprised. He looks really young in those ones. Like a little teenager.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Oh, I don't know if it was this guy. Is it Clue? When that woman is introducing her boyfriend to the family.
The 1985 movie.
It's like a comedy. No, not 98. Not that film. Not that film. It's a different film.
Oh.
Shit. Wait 1 second. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, there's only one Clue movie. That's from the 80s.
It's probably not called that.
Okay.
Let me try and find it.
That's the one with Tim Curry in.
Yeah, not that one.
Okay.
But while I look for this, I just want to talk about Sonic 2 for a bit.
Yeah, why not?
Pretty good film.
Good film? Oh, nice.
It's Jim Carrey is funny as hell.
Okay.
And the elements of I understand that reference now in the Sonic 3 trailer when Shadow grabs Knuckles' wrist and he twists it and you hit a crack.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Because in Sonic 2, Knuckles shakes people's hands and it does that crunch effect
Oh, I see.
And he accidentally breaks other people's hands. So it's a callback to Sonic 2.
Oh, that's cool.
And dude, it was a great film.
Awesome.
It's a great time.
Looking forward to seeing it.
But yeah, it was Guess Who, but as a
Guess Who. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Well, speaking of movies, I saw Revenge of the Sith in the cinemas on Sunday.
Oh wow, they released it.
Yeah, so basically this month and next month they are basically re-releasing all the Star Wars and Batman movies.
Batman?
Yeah. So I think this month we're going to have the Dark Knight trilogy and the Batman with the Joker. It's basically leading up to the Joker, essentially. The second one. It's like a special. And for Star Wars, it's just... I don't know why. It's just... I don't know if it's like an anniversary or something like that, but it's just Star Wars Sundays. So every Sunday until November, they're going to be showing every Star Wars film. So yesterday they showed Revenge of the Sith in the cinemas in 4K, and that was quite an experience, you know. I'm so used to seeing the movie on TV, but when you watch it in the cinemas, it's like, whoa, you know.
Different experience.
Yeah, and it was packed. Like I struggled getting a seat, you know. It was so packed.
Dude, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith is like the best Star Wars film.
It has like the best fights. It's just so action-packed.
Best music score.
It's really sad and emotional.
And the cinematography is awesome as well.
Oh yeah, the CGI actually has aged quite well in this movie. I was quite surprised. 2005.
It's mainly Yoda as well, right?
Yeah, Yoda and General Grievous.
General Grievous.
I love all the lines in this movie. It's just so sad seeing Anakin turn to the dark side and Obi-Wan is just devastated. You know. I'm not gonna lie. You know the scene, the scene when he's going into the Vader suit and you have those spikes sort of stabbing him, trying to, you know the scene when he's in the hospital thing place before he gets the helmet on. It was so gory. It's like, ugh. When you see that in 4K, it's ugh.
They could have gone 10 times worse with that scene as well if they really wanted to.
Oh yeah.
They did.
But yeah, it was awesome. The sound is so crisp and it was so bassy, dude. I'm gonna watch the original trilogy in 2 weeks. That's coming out next after Rogue One. They're doing it in episode order, so I missed the first 2 episodes.
With the original trilogy, what editing of those films are there? Because there's different versions of the original trilogy. Do you know which version you're watching?
I have absolutely no idea. Like for Revenge of the Sith, it just seemed like the release. It just had at the end of the credits. It has the year 2005, so I just assumed that it's from the year it was released in. You know, I have no idea.
So basically, I know there was a lot of talk online back when this happened, but George Lucas kept re-releasing the trilogy.
Yeah,
the
he did.
Trilogy, right? And he added like CGI onto it, like making like scenes look even more goofier than they needed to be.
So I'll tell you this: it's only for episode 4. It's only for that. Episode 4 is the one that has the most like of that CGI stuff. Episode 5, you're good to go. Episode 6, you're pretty much good to go. There is that one sequence in episode 6.
Every Sunday.
So every Sunday. So next week is Rogue One, and then in 2 weeks' time is A New Hope, and then after that week it's going to be Empire, and then Return of the Jedi. So every Sunday. Yeah, and it's only £5.
When it comes to the original trilogy, I'm down to watch that. Edited or unedited version of New Hope, because it's like a fan-made project of them trying to recreate the New Hope like it was the theoretical release, but the size of that file is around 30 gigs. Now, I'm not a movie person. I'm more of a video game person.
I see.
So I'm not always going to the cinema, only when if there's a film I like, you know.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. Speaking about movies, have you seen Beetlejuice?
See, I've seen the original one years ago.
Okay.
But not the sequel. Have you seen the sequel?
I saw the original one a couple of days ago, and I did see the sequel a couple of days ago. Literally on the same day as I watched the first one. So I have the first one on DVD'd, and I really like that one a lot. I like that 80s aesthetic, and Tim Burton, it's so creepy, yet really silly and funny at the same time. Like, that's what I liked about that first movie. And for the sequel, I thought it kind of had the same spirit as the first one, but it did lack that certain magic that the first one had, in my opinion. I think maybe that's because it was set in the 80s and it was so fresh and new at the time for them.
It's a weird. It's the plot is very unique. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Like it's a risk, like having that film being made.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it kind of worked out because it was kind of successful. I think.
I think it was the movie that launched Tim Burton as this like major movie director. You know. Because after this movie, he released the Batman.
Ah, okay.
It's so strange seeing Winona Ryder as a teenager. It's like, I'm so used to seeing her as Will's mom in Stranger Things. And seeing her as this little girl, it's like, whoa, it's so trippy. And even Alec Baldwin, like, holy moly.
She's back, right, in the sequel?
Yeah, she's in the sequel. She plays the mom of Jenna Ortega's character.
Okay, why did he say it like that? Why did he say it like this? This mum, not mom.
The mom.
Yeah, he said mom.
Mom. Well, she plays the mother of Jenna Ortega, and I think she's okay in it. I like Catherine O'Hara the best, if I'm being honest. She's very zany, like in the first movie. And even in Michael Keaton, like, because he's wearing makeup, it's like no time has passed at all. He's basically doing the same stuff as he did in the first movie, which is really cool.
Is he a bad guy? He's a bad guy, right?
Kind of. It's weird. He is a bad guy, but he's just so silly and zany that you can't help but be entertained by him.
How is General Ortega? Is she like the same? I think she just plays. This is like a personal take. I think she plays the same character in everything she does now.
Yeah, I don't think she's like Wednesday too much. She's a little bit more human in this movie. She smiles more than in Wednesday.
Okay.
But yeah, you're kind of right. It is kind of the same tropey. I'm just a outcast teenage girl. No one understands me, you know.
Yeah.
That type of character. I will say this movie did have an interesting, like, I don't want to say too much, but there was a moment that I didn't expect, and I was quite impressed by that. I was like, whoa, you caught me off guard there. Yeah. I won't say what it is, but I recommend it. If you like the first one, you might like this one. But ooh, it gets really strange towards the end, and depending on your mood or how you view these movies, you could either love it or hate it. It's such a wow. Like the third act is very wow. I won't say anything more. I liked it a lot. I was very entertained by it.
I don't know, was that it turns into a big ass musical or something?
I won't say anything.
Okay.
It just goes into an interesting direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll need to go back and watch the first one again.
Oh yeah. Is there available on any streaming service? 1988. It's on Netflix.
Disney,
yeah,
right? It's a
Netflix.
Disney film?
No, it's
Netflix. Oh,
what is it? A Paramount? No, it's a Warner Brothers. Yeah, it's on Netflix, so you can watch it on Netflix. That's all good. I even have it on DVD if you want it.
That's okay. We've got Netflix at home.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Well, I don't. My sister does.
Okay, that's cool. But yeah, Beetlejuice. I recommend this movie. Willem Dafoe's in it if you like the guy.
Yeah, no, Willem Dafoe's. Yeah, he doesn't like him.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
He'll always be Green Goblin for me.
Oh yeah. He was also in that movie with Emma Stone this year called Poor Things. And he plays a similar character in this movie than he did in that one.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's another movie I recommend. Possibly one of the best films that I've seen in a long time.
What is Beetlejuice about?
Without spoiling too much, it's about... So Jenna Ortega and the mother character return to the house that started it all, and the portal to the dimension that Beetlejuice is from gets opened. I won't say by who, and that's it. So basically, the mother has to rescue Jenna Ortega, essentially, from being trapped in the Beetlejuice world, and that's it. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah. So she accidentally opens the portal, and then the mother has to try and rescue her, and that's it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Is it better than the first one, you think?
Oh, I think the first one's better, in my opinion. Like, it's just yeah, I prefer the first one, if I'm being honest. It's just more...
Okay.
I don't know, it just feels a bit more focused, in my opinion. Because the one downside is that there's so many characters in this movie that get introduced.
Right, so it's hard to tell what is going on.
Sometimes, but it's not that bad, you know. You're still entertained by what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Beetlejuice 2 in a nutshell.
Fair enough.
In other news, Dune 3 scripts is in the works.
I still haven't seen the first two.
The second one is so good.
Gabe.
The second one is very good.
Yeah, I was watching the first one.
Okay.
I was watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
Up until halfway.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I think an hour has gone by and I don't know what's happening. It was very confusing.
That's the problem with the first movie. It is a bit hard to, you know, there's so many characters and plot lines happening that it is quite hard to, you know, follow it. But the second one is a little bit more focused, so you might enjoy that one. And plus there's more action in this second one.
Yeah, I get like a big Middle Eastern vibe watching.
Oh yeah. There is some criticisms regarding Timothee's character being this white savior.
Yeah.
I know that, but
yeah, it's like if you're gonna this like the One Piece thing with the actors.
Yeah.
And stuff like, listen, if you're gonna like pick a character based in these settings, let's not make him white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, the guy. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to get cancelled. I was gonna say something, but it might come off as being offensive to the listeners.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't mind it. He's a well-written character. He does what he does.
And his dad, it's weird because it's the same dude from the sequel trilogy.
Oh yeah, what's his face? Poe.
Poe. But it's just weird because he doesn't. He looks too young, you know.
Oh yeah. I think it works.
They could that's his older brother or something that way.
Because Poe's like in his 40s. How old is the actor?
He's probably in his 40s, yeah.
Because Timothée is about 27.
Wow, that's crazy. I thought he was like in his 20s, like young, like early 20s.
So Poe was played by Oscar Isaac, and Oscar Isaac is 45 years old. Timothée Chalamet.
I like how you say.
Timothée is 28 years old. So,
okay.
It's not too bad. I mean, he would have been, how old? So, 19 if he had him.
Yeah.
That's not, it's not too
That makes
weird.
sense. That kind of makes sense. 19, yeah.
It is what it is. But yeah, Timothée and Zendaya are in this movie, and they do pretty good. I think the best character was the guy, I think his name is Austin Butler.
Oh, Elvis.
Yeah, the Elvis guy. Everyone loved him in this movie.
Dune 2.
Yeah. He gave a sort of Joker-esque performance, according to people.
Interesting.
Yeah. But honestly, the best way to watch this movie was in IMAX, you know. It deserves to be watched on the big screen.
Fair enough. So when in Cineworld, can you choose what type of cinema you want to watch in? IMAX and the standard one?
Yeah, you can. So like they have like the 2D showings or the 3D showings or the IMAX showings. I just picked IMAX because that's like the best way to watch it.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's Dune 3. In other news, Attack on Titan has gotten a special update project for its 15th anniversary. And basically, the special Attack on Titan magazine will release on November 6th, feature selective chapters by people involved in the project. Fans can also vote on their favorite chapter, and a new cover illustration will be drawn by Hajime Isayama. So essentially,
whole new chapter.
No, a new cover, so like a new poster, essentially.
I thought it was like that Naruto thing with Kishimoto. Like there's that poll of like the most popular character.
It's kind of that essentially. Like they're voting their favorite chapters, and people are voting chapter 50 or chapter 138 because it has Mikasa and Eren's quote unquote romance. Some people like that. You know the episode in season 2 when Mikasa is telling Eren, "Thank you for wrapping this scarf around me," before Eren punches Dina's hand. You know.
Yeah. Peak.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, okay, I need to get this off my chest as well. Do you know when we did our ranking for top 10 anime?
Yeah.
Attack on Titan was so close to beating Naruto.
Oh, was it? So close.
If it just stayed with Wit Studio, it would have beaten it. If they just stayed, got the same studio, the same quality, it would have easily surpassed Naruto, dude. Easily. But
I know you said you liked the finale episode, but you also said that you wanna.
It's just the arcs, the good arcs in between that. It's just like, oh, dude, it's so sad, dude. This ain't MAPPA's fault because they had a huge project to deal with anyway. But like, season 4 should have been like the greatest animated season of Attack on Titan.
Yeah. I mean, they had a bunch of problems behind the scenes. I mean, you're talking about the first part, aren't you, with Marley? Yeah,
part 1, season 4, Marley.
Yeah. I know a lot of people also complained about the CGI and the redraws on the characters and all that. I think my issue with season 4 part 1 was the lack of ODM gear scenes. Like, I kind of missed.
It's also getting used to the new facial features because they look. Characters had like different designs
like
to what
Reiner. What was the episode in season 4 when they went back in time and Reiner and Annie and Berta were going to smash the wall up? The way they drew them as teenagers, like I was a bit that's a choice. Like, Annie and Berta looked fine, but Reiner looked very strange. But I think like the way they drew them in the present, looking all older, I wasn't too bothered by that. But yeah, I do see your point there.
But I wish MAPPA, because like MAPPA, like how they animated season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, I wish they could somehow go back and do season 4 again. And if they did it with like the same love and care with Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. And then,
JJK season 2 was. That was a pretty well animated season. Like Chozo versus Yuji, that's my favorite like fight in all of JJK.
Who is Chozo? Is that the bathroom scene?
He's the guy who sees Yuji as the brother that he lost.
The brother, yeah.
Yeah. Like some of these, like the way it was highlighted and the colors in that episode.
It was a brutal fight. It was brutal, dude. I didn't expect Yuji to lose that.
I sometimes rewatch this episode just for the animation and colors.
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome.
I think that's like the one episode where I think it's better than the manga. Because I read it in the manga and I was like, it's cool. But I think when you see the animation, it's just wow. You know.
Yeah. And I want to go back and watch Jujutsu Kaisen, probably in English dub.
Oh yeah, the dub is
just
awesome.
So I can get like a better understanding.
I think that's the best way to watch JJK, in my opinion, is the dub.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
did you watch it in the dub?
I watched it in sub, then I rewatched it in dub, and I think I had a better time processing. I think I connected better with the characters more in the dub. Like for Shigeru and Nobara, especially. I just like their voices a little bit more in the dub. And plus, you don't have to see the text, and you can just sort of like hear everything and just watch everything, you know, just soak it all in.
Jujutsu Kaisen isn't a show. It's not a show where the characters are screaming all the time.
Yeah.
As well, that's another thing I've noticed.
Yeah.
Because that's what I like when it comes to like the original sub, like how the voice actors scream and yell, because it just comes off as authentic.
But they don't do that, except for Mahito. He kind of screams a bit. But yeah, going back to Attack on Titan, so if you're to rank the first 3 seasons, how would you rank that on your top anime list?
But I don't remember that much in Jujutsu Kaisen.
I think you just cut out for a bit.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I was talking about the yelling and screaming. I don't, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know how we lost each other then.
Yeah,
but I don't remember, you know, hearing them yell or scream that much in Jujutsu Kaisen. So I might need to give the double shot a shot again.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, but going back to Attack on Titan, so how would you like rank the first 3 seasons? Like, in fact, let's rank like how would you rank like the pre-time skips of like Naruto, Attack on Titan, and One Piece?
I know. A big turn off for me is hearing English voice actors scream. Right, so that's why I stick to the original. Like subbed version.
Yeah, that's true.
But since I don't remember Jujutsu Kaisen having any of those moments where the characters are yelling and screaming, so I think the dub will be okay with me.
Yeah, I'd say give it a shot. I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't think it matters if I watch in a sub or dub. I'm reading the manga right now, and I am pretty close to the final chapters.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
you sped through that.
I think I read like, I think every day I try and read 10 chapters in an hour. So.
Oh my.
Yeah. The thing is that the chapters are quite short. They're like 12 pages, so it's quite easy to just speed run through them, you know.
Fair enough, yeah.
But yeah, like the story
Is it a monthly release?
It's weekly.
Kaisen, or is it weekly?
It's like My Hero and One Piece.
Okay.
Yeah. The story is interesting, but I don't know. I don't want to spoil it for you. I know you know certain aspects of it, but...
Yeah, I know aspects of it, but not the actual arc itself.
Yeah.
You know, I know what happens to certain characters and their backstory and or the outcomes, but not what the story was actually talking about.
I don't know how to feel about this current arc I'm on, though.
Is it the last arc?
No, it's like the second to last arc. I think there's just one more big final arc. I think I know how it's going to begin, you know. But, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit mixed on this current arc. I won't spoil it, but that's just how I feel, a little bit. But I feel like the recent chapters that I've been reading from this arc I'm currently on isn't too bad. I think when it began, it was a bit higgledy-piggledy, but it's sort of it's regained its steam, essentially, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, that's JJK in a nutshell.
Interesting to me.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to wait 2 years for the anime, if I'm being honest.
That is absolutely fine.
Yeah. I mean, MAPPA's animation is pretty good, but I just sort of want to read the story and just get it over and done with, if I'm being honest.
And the artwork in the manga isn't that bad either.
Yeah, so it's really nice to look at. It's got a very...
the main thing, you don't
that?
want to be spoiled. Like, the main thing as well, you don't want to be spoiled by the outfit.
Yeah, that's the number one thing, you know. I got spoiled on My Hero, and that wasn't fun.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't mind it. I don't know what happens in certain arcs I just know the stuff that happens with Deku. That's it.
Deku, yeah, and I think that's all I know as well. I'm currently watching the anime, and there's some surprises that I didn't expect. You know.
Yep.
That's all I'll say.
So I think, yeah, we're both in that same boat then.
Yeah. I think this is the best season since like the early seasons for My Hero, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they
popping off right now.
I think they have regained their sort of that energy they had when it came to the art and animation. Like, I do like the way it looks a lot more than the previous seasons.
People are always talking about the sky.
Yeah, the blue sky. Nobody likes it. But in the new episodes, we don't have the blue sky anymore, so it's...
Oh yeah, true.
That's good.
I was like, if there was a critique with the animation, I think the blue sky always popped up, which is quite funny.
Because I think the animation is pretty good for My Hero. It stayed quite consistent.
It is. It quite consistent, yeah. And it had the time off when they needed it as well.
Yeah, it never really changed or anything like that. Because I know JJK, they changed their animation style a little bit from seasons 1 to 2.
Oh, that's interesting.
A little bit. Like, if you look at the characters and the way they're shaded, they have more highlights on them in the first season. But in season 2, it looks a little bit more simplified.
Yeah.
I think doing that makes the animation a little bit more smooth. You know, you don't have to draw too many details.
And like the design as well, the character designs fit that art style very well.
Yeah.
The animation.
Yeah, it does.
Like, in a way, almost, it's like kind of a Hat or Dr. Seuss world meets like the manga.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Like the face shapes.
Oh yeah, a little bit. But yeah, that's JJK in a nutshell. And this fall, we've got quite a few bunch of animes coming out. Bleach Part 3, One Punch Man, Dan, and Dragon Ball Daima, all coming out in October.
Daima. I don't know how to feel about Daima. I'm scared. I'm scared.
So apparently Daima is set after the Boo arc and before Super, I heard.
Oh god, everything's after the Boo arc and before Super. I don't know why they're doing this.
I don't know why they're kids again.
Yeah.
Did they like wish to be young again? Like in GT?
Yeah, it's apparently this is fully written by Akira Toriyama as well, and this is like his final work. But when I say written by, I think I don't think he actually written each arc, like character. I think he just had like a little handful, but well, as much eyes as possible. But the sad thing is, the animation looks amazing.
Oh yeah, I did see some of the shots.
Why couldn't we have this for Super?
Yeah. Dragon Ball Super is I think when it begins it's not that good, but it does get better over time. Like, I just finished the Black Goku arc, and I'm currently on fillers now before this new tournament arc begins.
Yeah, that's another thing with Super. There's quite a bit of tournaments that happen in that show.
Oh yeah, it's the tournament show. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about Super. I like it. Although I'm not a fan of BBC iPlayer cutting out some of the more extreme scenes, like Goku being punched by Lord Beerus.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, so BBC iPlayer, there was a scene when Goku came back to Lord Beerus, and Lord Beerus was mad because he went to see that little baby god creature thing. and BBC iPlayer basically
So
cut
yeah, that's
the
it.
scene of him
They're gonna
punching
do the
him.
same thing with One Piece.
Yeah, that's what I'm
What's
not.
the point of acquiring? Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch One Piece on BBC iPlayer. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it on Crunchyroll
I don't.
with a VPN because I'm watching the dub
Why
now.
isn't it? Oh, so you can only watch the dub on VPN with
Yeah,
Crunchyroll?
you can watch the sub anywhere, anytime, but you need a VPN for the dub on Crunchyroll.
That is interesting. What
It's
the
weird.
hell? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's only available in America on Crunchyroll for the dub. So I'm having to use a VPN, and now all these torrent sites are being terminated, so I can't, use 9anime or Kiss Anime or Zoro
Nine
Toro.
Anime is still up.
Is it? When I went on
Yeah,
it.
but it's okay. A lot of people don't know it, but it's actually 9animetv.to.
Okay.
And so apparently the parent website of 9anime is gone forever, but this is still up and still working absolutely fine
Oh, nice.
somehow.
Okay. Okay, I'll definitely check that out. But I don't know. Yeah.
Have you seen that thing? Since we're talking about anime, have you seen that thing about One Piece, when people say One Piece doesn't have filler?
One Piece doesn't have filler.
Yeah, it's a meme. Like, do you know how when people talk about Naruto, talk about they like the downside is Naruto has a lot of filler. Other big shonen in the same boat, it has so much filler. One Piece doesn't have filler. But obviously, the reason why they don't have filler is because the episodes in its entirety has some filler elements in there.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. They kind of pad out the episodes.
They
Because
pad
the
out
chapters
the
are super short,
yeah.
apparently.
Yeah. So each episode in itself has elements of filler in there, but
I
that's
feel
why
like
pacing is atrocious.
isn't that like a post time skip issue? Because I know in the pre time skip they just
100%,
if they had
100%
filler
post-time.
episodes, it would be filler arcs. Because before they went to Water 7, there was that filler arc where they were at that marine base, and I kind of like that. Like if you're to do fillers, just make filler episodes instead of like padding it out. Because then you have the option to watch it or skip it, But with post time skip, it's a bit different.
You're stuck. You are stuck. Yeah.
Yeah. At least we got the reboot, live action, and the One Piece Wit Studio remake to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm really interested in how they do with that. I hope it's accessible for everyone.
Oh yeah.
And it's not, absurd. Like the character designs, like Nami and Robin and all that stuff in time skip. It's very pervy, and I don't want. If I want to show people the anime, One Piece would be a good one, but the character design is just weird.
I don't know about that, but at least you have the live action. It's not too pervy,
Here, let me see, because you talked about Wit Studio showing a character designs. Oh no, that's not for post time skip though, right?
Yeah, it's pre time skip, but the way they drew Nami, she looks like the post time skip Nami in the pre time skip.
Oh god, let me see.
Yeah. Let's type in Wit Studio Nami. Wit Studio.
Oh right, yeah, I kind of see what you're talking about.
Yeah, with the waist.
Yeah.
It's a bit. And Usopp, why are you white?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whatchamacallit. It's a watercoloring design, Like all the colors look faded if you look at it. Even Luffy looks faded. Zoro's hair is faded.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it's an interesting.
It's like a Ghibli.
Yeah, if they use this design, I wouldn't mind it. But I don't know. Just gotta wait. I think they're going to announce something during the Netflix panel thing later this month. Or what is it? Netflix event. I don't know what it's called. Yeah. So Geek Week, they're going to announce updates for One Piece Season 2, the live action, and Avatar, The Last Airbender Season 2, as well as Stranger Things and Squid Game.
I'm actually looking forward to Squid Game.
I've never seen the first season. I think I saw episode 1 and never finished it.
Ignore the hype for Squid Game, because I think that will ruin it.
Yeah, I think it kind of has already.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh dear. But Stranger Things, you need to get onto that because season 4 was a bop. Wow. That was
I'm not watching it because of Noah. I'm not watching it because of Noah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's funny because Harry Potter. I feel like the movie has separated itself with the actual author.
Yeah.
Especially with the game that latest Harry Potter game that came out.
I feel like the movies, especially,
characters in
like not just in the way they adapt the books, but you can't just thank J.K. Rowling because all the directors, you have to thank them and the screenwriters and the actors and the John Williams man.
I think it's easy to separate.
Yeah.
That universe from J.K. Rowling, but it's hard to separate Noah Schnapp from what's that
Stranger Things
show called?
I don't know,
Stranger Things, because he's literally there,
Yeah, I mean he's not like a main character, if I'm being honest. He's not like the core 4, which is 11, Mike, Dustin, and Lucas. He just season 1 and 2, he's barely in it, So I don't know, it's a little unfair to hate a show because of one person's actions, because everyone worked so hard on it,
It does suck. If his character dies, tell me so I can
I will say this: the way season 4 ended, they are hinting at that. That's all I'll say.
Well, no, I need to know if he dies or not, dude. I need to know.
Okay. Well, he shall I spoil some things about him?
No, I only want to know if he dies or not. That's it.
Okay.
I just want to know if he's written out of the show. Is all I care about.
He kinda is, and he kinda isn't. That's all I'll say.
So his presence in the show is very limited, is what you say.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just say, because that was like that for season 1, and I can't forgive him because he was a literal kid in season 1, right?
Yeah.
And now he is an adult.
Yeah.
Because season 1, he was only in it for 30%. Probably of that season 1, right? Is it it was similar, or is it less in the following season?
He is in season 2, but he's not I don't want to say what happens, but he's not really himself in season 2. A main role, he's not developing the story in any way. He kind of becomes the damsel in distress, the princess that needs to be saved, essentially, in season 2.
Oh god,
yeah.
Rescue the scientist.
Yeah, that's his role in season 2. Season 3, he's kind of just there.
Season 1 as well, though, to be fair.
Yeah. Season 3, he's just sort of there, and same with season 4, he's just sort of there, he doesn't really
he's like a side character. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, he's a side character. He's not the main boy character.
I know.
So you can still watch the show.
It's hard. I know.
Yeah.
It's just weird, it is weird.
Yeah, I get you. It's your choice. You don't have to watch it, All I'll say is that it is one of my favourite live action shows of all time,
I know, which is
it's just so.
Because you've seen a lot of stuff. You've seen a lot of stuff, and since that is your number 1, So.
I would say Game of Thrones is my number 1 favourite live action show, and Stranger Things is number 2. If they nail the ending for Stranger Things, it might be my favourite live action show of all time.
So what was your number 1 you just said? Sorry.
Number 1 is Game of Thrones. Number 2 is Stranger Things. Number 3 is Breaking Bad. Number 4 is Walking Dead.
Okay, your ranking is cooked.
And what would we went?
No, it's just that.
What would we went number
Yeah,
5?
Yeah, Game of Thrones was next level for like season 7 and 8.
Like, regardless of that, I still love Game of Thrones, dude. I can't ignore, you know, season 3, season 2, you know, like, I can't, you know. Like, I can kind of, like, detach myself from season 6 onwards, you know, and just sort of view the first 5 as its own thing, because in a way the first 5 adapt the books, and season 6, 7 and 8 are like no books to be seen, you know. They just make things up in those 3 seasons.
I know.
Yeah,
I think if they had more seasons, it probably would have helped them, because it's too fast.
It's so frustrating because George R. Martin wanted 12 seasons, HBO wanted 10, and D&D wanted Star Wars, which is just makes me sad. But yeah, that's my ranking.
I'm really sad about House of the. Yeah, I was really sad about House of the Dragons. That had so much potential, dude.
It still has potential. There's still 2 more seasons left, you know.
No, but season 2 was... Wait, there's 2 more?
Yeah, season 3 and 4, like, they've been confirmed.
There's 2 more?
Yeah.
Season 3 is going to be trash, dude. Season 3 is going to be like, oh, we still need to go to war. We still need to go to war. And then the season 4 happens, then oh, no, dude. Oh, what is going on with this show?
Yeah.
Oh...
I don't know, dude.
That's
like,
really sad.
If I'm gonna be honest, it kind of has the same. I don't want to say the same vibe, but it's kind of like how the early Game of Thrones seasons were. People wanted the Nightwalkers to fight everyone, and they were so, like, you know, impatient with that. But people still liked it, you know. It's still. You know, I think the problem with House of the Dragon is that Game of Thrones had like an ensemble cast. There were so many characters and storylines to focus on. But with this show, there are only 2. There is Rhaenyra's people and Alicent's people, and that's it. So you don't have a whole lot to chew on, you know. You don't have a whole lot to chew on. You don't have Tyrion and Bronn. You don't have Arya and the Hound. You don't have Jon.
Yeah, that's what makes it worse. You know, that's what makes the pacing worse, because when we do see these characters that are not interesting, you're like, what are we doing here?
I'll be honest, I kind of fell asleep watching like episodes 5 onwards, you know. It was very...
Yeah, it's so sad.
There was that whole storyline.
I don't know why. I don't know why they extended it for another 2 seasons. Season 3 should have been a finish, that finale.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I saw.
So season 3 would be the actual season 2.
Yeah.
Because season 2 felt like a filler.
Let me just confirm how many seasons of House of the Dragon will there be. Yeah, season 4 will be the end. That's what it says.
That is insane.
It's to end with season 4, which...
They love, like, ruining shows just to extend it and make more money. It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. And
I think the biggest tragedy is that George R. R. Martin has issues with season 2 as well, if you saw.
Oh, I did not see this.
So George R. R. Martin. Yeah, so let me get an article by The Independent. So George R. R. Oh, crap. Why do we need ads? I don't want to pay for this Independent article.
Why don't you get ad block? Or you
can't use ad block on here. Let me use a different article. Here we go. The wrap. So George R. R. Martin criticizes House of the Dragon season 2, warns of more toxic changes to come. Oh dear. That's not a good sign. George R. R. Martin found himself disappointed with changes made in the House of the Dragon season 2 and worries about the butterfly effect of them going forward into seasons 3 and 4. Oh, okay. So apparently they changed the way Alicent is written in the show compared to the book. That's interesting. He hated the fact that Alicent's son wasn't involved in season 2. You know the son that was sent away somewhere?
Yeah, in season 1.
Yeah. Like, George hated that. They wrote him out. Because in the books he's...
Oh, he was alive in the books.
Yeah. So this is what it says. In the books, the assassins find the queen not just with her twins, but also with her younger son, Maelor. Cheese makes Helena pick which of her 2 sons, the heir to the throne or the younger boy.
Okay. One ending. Yeah, not season 1's ending, season 2's opening.
Yeah.
That was the most fucked up thing I've ever seen in a TV show.
Yeah.
That was so fucked up.
That was messed up. That was like classic
Game of Thrones. So that
wasn't
even in the books?
Wait, let me read like that.
Classic.
In the books. Jesus.
So that kid's still alive.
The heir to a younger son will die. I think it is in the books, but it just sort of changed certain dialogue stuff, you know. There's more talking in the books, but in the movie, so the TV show, there's just less of that.
Dude, I hate Kristen Cole. F that dude, sorry.
Yeah.
I just had to get that out.
Everyone hates him. He kind of went downhill after he got rejected by Rhaenyra in season 1.
Yeah, it's so dumb. It's he's like the luckiest fucker in the world, and he's so entitled. He acts so entitled.
That's a good
Bro,
sign of good writing. Bro, he made with
the princess. He's with the princess, and now he's with the queen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's still ungrateful.
That's a good sign of a good writing and a good character, you know? Like, he's meant to be hated.
It's horseshit.
Yeah.
For the dumbest he's hated for the dumbest reasons, though.
Yeah.
Like, Joffrey, there's a reason we hated him. This guy, I don't get it. I don't get it.
But yeah, House of the Dragon. Yeah, let's see where that goes, you know? Let's see where that goes. There may be some spoilers for JJK the manga. Who knows? We finally caught up with JJK as well. My gosh.
Well, was it worth it? Is the anger justified? What's going on?
So, how much of JJK's final arc do you know?
All I know, dude, and this is a spoiler, by the way.
Yeah,
all I know is there's like a huge gauntlet of people that Sukuna is fighting.
Yeah.
And he's like KOing everyone except for the last 3, I think, and that's where the controversy is coming from, because he lost or something.
So that's all you know?
That's all I know. I don't know who these other people are. I do know Gojo gets like owned or whatnot.
Yeah.
And that's it, dude.
Okay.
I know Yuta and Yuji is in the ending. Yeah. That's it, really.
Okay, so you don't really know too much. But you know you know the talk, you know how people are feeling about it.
They don't like seeing Sukuna lose.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's very polarizing, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, and also, sorry, and that character returning.
Which one?
I don't know her name.
Oh, as a woman.
I don't know her name. She's part of the original trio.
Nabara.
People were upset.
Kurosaki.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
The one that got like
Mahito. Yeah. She's back.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of mixed on it, because if the final arc has some good parts, there's some good moments, some really heartwarming moments, and then it's just very chaotic. It's very, very rushed, in my opinion. It's like, I feel like these past 5 chapters, so many things have been happening all at once. Characters returning, characters doing this, characters doing that, and there doesn't. You just got to go on Reddit and just see for yourself how people feel about it. You know, it's very mixed.
I'm on Reddit. I'm not even following anything like anime related in general. But then I'm randomly seeing like recommendations for you, and it's like Jujutsu Kaisen posts, and like people are just like not liking whatsoever.
Oh my gosh, it's just very rushed, in my opinion. I don't know.
That
Like,
sucks.
imagine reading hundreds of chapters and then coming to this final arc, and it's just It's
yeah.
I don't want to be too harsh on Gege because I won't lie, I did like this final arc more than the previous arc. So the previous arc is going to be what season 3 adapts essentially, and that arc, if you're into action, then that's an arc for you. But I mean, there's some interesting stuff in it, like, you know, story and all that, but I think the final arc had more interesting stuff with the narrative, you know. But then now that it's ending, it's like the beginning of the final arc was good, but then the latter half is just in my opinion. It reminds me of, I don't want to compare it to Naruto because it's not that.
Madara, right?
No, it's not that. So Naruto, from the beginning of Naruto up until the Kage Summit arc, I gave it a 10 out of 10. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was amazing. But then when the war began, so when Kabuto resurrected all those dead shinobis, I wasn't a fan of that particular section of the Naruto story, and it felt chaotic.
It was hype.
I wasn't a fan of that bit, but when we got to the Obito reveal, then Madara came to fight the 5 Kages, and then Naruto was charging up and Sasuke returned. I thought that's when it got good again, you know, in my opinion. If you know what I mean. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I fully get what you mean. So there's some like plot elements, I'm assuming, that happens in JJK that you're not a fan of?
I think just the way it was structured, it was just a bit messy. But that might be because I was reading it for the first time, and maybe when it gets adapted into the anime, I might feel differently about it, because I kind of felt that way. Like I did kind of feel that way with some other shows, like My Hero during the season 5 arc in the manga. I kind of was a bit confused, but when I watched it in the anime, I was like, oh, this is better. It's a lot more. It makes more sense in the anime, you know. I think it was just. I think when you see it all in motion, it just makes more sense than like seeing it as still frames.
I still need to give the English dub a shot.
Oh yeah, give that a shot.
I feel like I'm still like like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
With the subversion.
But yeah, JJK is a weird one. It's like, so the Shibuya incident arc, there's another arc before the next big arc, which is possibly the best arc in my opinion. Which will, so straight after that.
How can it get any bigger than that? That's crazy.
So like Shibuya was good, and then there's another arc after that, which is quite short, but it's possibly the best arc in my opinion. It's my favorite arc. I don't know about other people's, but it's my personal favorite. You know, it's wild. You know,
fair enough.
I don't think it's what you expect it to be. Essentially, that's all I'll say.
Yeah, because like you're going from the Shibuya arc, which is just absolute chaos from all fronts.
What do you think this arc I'm talking about is going to be about? I want to hear your theories.
Well, all I know is they're asking Yuta to hunt Yuji, right? Because Yuji has Sukuna inside of him.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going to happen. Like, both protagonists, right, are going to fight each other. That's all I can think of, really.
Okay.
Like, they're going to come face to face and fight, I guess. But anything can happen, really.
Anything can happen, you know. Yeah. All I'll say is that after Shibuya, it just got really good all of a sudden, and then it kind of dipped down a little bit. And I don't want to say what the name of the arc, but then the season 3 arc, the main story, is just, in my opinion, it's like highs and lows. There's some moments which are really amazing, and there's some moments which are just a bit you know, it's just up and down. But then the final arc, it's just all up. It just gets better, and then it kind of comes crashing down a little bit towards the final 5 chapters, you know.
Yeah, because that does that. It's like I feel like he was almost there, like a perfect series, and then he just bottled it. That's what it sounds like.
It depends. It depends on you, you know. Like, you might be different about it, you know. Like, it's like with Attack on Titan.
I don't have the context, to be fair. Yeah, I don't have context.
You and me liked the manga ending of Attack on Titan, but other people really disliked it, you know. Like,
yep.
So it's kind of like it depends on you, you know. It depends on, do you like these characters? Do you like this world? Do you like the powers? It depends on that, you know. Like, are you interested in knowing more about this world and these characters and them fighting and all that, you know? Like, it all depends, you know. I think if you enjoyed season 2, you're going to enjoy possibly the other arcs. But again, it depends. It depends, you know.
I like season 2 more than season 1.
Okay. I want to say something about it, but you know, I don't want to spoil it for you, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Don't. Just leave it. Let's just put a pin on this conversation, and then whenever I see those moments, we can like go back and talk about it.
All I will say is that this week is the final chapter of JJK ever.
Okay.
So the leaks are coming out on Wednesday, so try and avoid Twitter and Reddit at all costs, because people will be talking.
Dude. It's just Reddit, dude. Yeah. I'm not even seeking it, and it's there.
Yeah.
Because like I'm on Reddit, I'm usually following like gaming posts and that. I guess you can like get some similarities between the two mediums, but it's just stupid. I don't get it.
A lot of people want there to be a part 2 for JJK because they're just hoping that there's going to be more to the story, but I don't know.
You see it fully wrapped up, you're not going to see like a Shippuden or anything.
The way this new chapter ended, it's kind of hinting that there might be more, but at the same time, it's kind of, it feels like, I don't know, it's kind of like I'm sort of torn between it could be a part 2 or it could just be wrapping it all up, you know? I don't know. It's very interesting.
That's curious that there could be a part 2.
It's just the way that it ended, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, but just going to have to wait and see for JJK. It's just been a wild ride, you know? I'm looking forward to the anime when it gets adapted, though, because I know MAPPA are going to do a good job. They always do a good job with JJK, so I think JJK is like their best anime, you know, for them. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so hearing that is sad, but because you know what happened with Attack on Titan. But yeah, they do treat Jujutsu Kaisen with respect.
Like from day one, I don't know, you didn't like season 1 of JJK, but I always thought the animation looked really good. Like the fighting.
The animation was okay. Obviously, like comparing it to season 2. Season 2 is like leaps and bounds. Oh yeah. Season 1, but season 1 was okay.
Yeah,
you know?
Like there were some cool moments, like. But yeah, I do see what you mean. Season 2 felt very it was a very creative season. Like there was a lot of interesting styles utilized in this season.
Yeah.
Which I quite liked. But yeah. I've just been reading all these like Reddit posts on JJK all day, all week. Yeah, people are very torn. Some people are loving it, some people are hating it, some people are in between, you know. It's very interesting.
I can't wait. I can't wait till I finish this series and then see what the fuss is about.
I actually almost recommend you reading the manga, if I'm being honest, you know. You may as well, like.
And you said that the manga is much more easier to understand than the anime.
I feel like it's kind of like on par. Like, if you're into your animations, you know, then you're gonna like the anime more, but the manga has a very gritty art style, which kind of fits the tone of it. So
yeah,
it depends on you. I'd say read a couple of chapters and then just see from there, you know, like maybe read the first 4 chapters and then see if you like it or not.
I would like to start from the beginning again. Yeah,
well,
because that was the same with. Do you remember Tokyo Ghoul?
Oh, I sort of only watched 7 episodes of that.
Yeah, exactly. I read the manga from the beginning, and I loved it. I loved that series.
Okay.
The manga was completely different to the anime. There's so much they skip in the anime. Like you just wish they. Like, oh, dude, because I finished that series, all of it, and then they made like Tokyo Ghoul RE manga series. I didn't watch that, and it was. I remember we talked about there's like some sort of quite controversial moments in that series as well. But I'm thinking I'll get that same sort of like enjoyment if I read Jujutsu Kaisen because
I think so.
I'm not understanding anything from the anime at the
Yeah,
moment.
just read the first 4 chapters of it, and then see from there.
Okay.
That's what I would do. But yeah, JJK is ending Wednesday. The leaks come out, and the internet is going to explode with the finale. Will it be
How
good or
big is it?
not?
Is it going to be like a normal volume, like a normal chapter size, or is it like going to be like a
It's probably going
special
to be
extended?
a normal chapter, if I'm being honest. Because it feels like
Interesting.
the
Okay.
way it feels like these past 5 chapters are just all one big chapter, in my opinion, but just split up. Like the way it's sort of laid out.
Yeah, and it's a
Yeah.
weekly release, not a monthly
Yeah, it's
like Attack on
weekly.
Titan.
Yeah, it's all
Okay.
weekly. But yeah, that's JJK in a nutshell. Oh yeah, I also caught up with
Oh,
Dragon Ball Super, I was going to say. Oh, what were you going to say before
oh
that?
yeah. Oh, I was gonna say if Jujutsu Kaisen is good, it might be the first manga that I might actually buy out
Oh
the
yeah.
whole volume collection
Yeah, why
because I do
not?
like the art style.
Yeah, it does look good. I do like the artwork. But Dragon Ball Super, I managed to watch about 7 or 8 episodes, like in the past few
Okay.
days. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's getting really good.
Oh,
It's
okay.
getting really good. They're
So
preparing
yeah,
for
go
this
on.
big tournament arc, and Goku is trying to recruit people to join his team. But he and Gohan have a secret because they're trying to get people to join their team without them knowing that if they lose, they're gonna destroy the universe or something like that. And
Right,
yeah,
yeah, so you're on
that's
that. So I'm guessing. So that's the final arc you're on then,
yeah.
right?
They changed the theme
So
song, so
you're
I know it's a different arc.
okay. Yes.
Immediately, as soon as the theme song begins, Goku is fighting some alien man in
Alien dude.
the deep black space. I don't know
I
what's going
can't
on.
wait till you see that dude's backstory. Honest to God, I just can't wait for you to see like what this character's all about and
Ah,
that.
okay. Ah, well,
But this series, this arc,
hmm
it's a fan favorite, I think.
it's a fan
That
favorite.
and the Goku Black, yeah, these two are
Oh
the
yeah, the
highlights
Goku
when it
Black.
comes to
That was a
Super.
good arc. Yeah, I like that arc. I
People
thought,
didn't like the ending of it though.
oh dear, oh dear. I bet it's
Yeah.
gonna be friendship is the power and all that. Maybe.
No, no, no. Goku Black Hawk. They didn't like the
Oh,
ending of
Goku
Goku Black.
Black. I don't like the
Yes,
ending
yes,
of
yes.
that. I thought it was okay.
Because it's one of those things where it's weird, you know. It's like you do all this work and effort, and then all of a sudden you just have help from like somebody that can easily just snap their fingers and just wipe it, you know, wipe everything
Yeah,
clean.
yeah, that's true. But yeah, I've been
But
enjoying this
yeah,
arc so
this.
far. Like, I think the episode I just finished was the episode where Bulma gave birth, and then they were trying to name their daughter, and that was a
You mean Pan?
cute. Not Pan, the girl of Vegeta, his new daughter.
Wait, what? Did I miss this?
Yeah, Bulma had another child, and she gave birth. But then
Why?
Vegeta was like, "Oh, I want her. I want a warrior's name for my new daughter and all that."
Oh wow! I
And
missed
then
this completely.
it
Okay.
might have been a filler episode. I'm not too sure, but it was a fun episode.
No, that has to be canon. That has to be canon.
Okay. Because what
That's
was
like
his name?
that.
Because Bulma was meant to give birth the natural way, but then the servant of Lord Beerus was like, "Let me use my magic wand and just make the baby appear." Boom, here she is.
Oh right. I'm
Yeah,
I'm I'm
yeah.
I'm assuming that this character, this baby, doesn't appear in any future episodes because if
She
you miss this episode, you don't see her at all.
she appears in the GT show as a teenager.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah,
I remember her, but not this baby.
yeah, that's the baby. That's her. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Dragon Ball Super is cool now. It's getting better. It's starting to feel like Z again, which is good. It's the first time I'm enjoying
Then
Dragon
yeah,
Ball.
you will like this tournament arc then.
Oh yeah, it sounds very interesting.
And yeah, and they do increase the budget for the animation as
Oh
well, which
yeah,
is
I can
nice.
see the difference already, you know. I do know that there's a specific episode that trended. There was like a bunch of people sitting in a cinema room watching it or something and like reacting to it.
Oh yeah,
There's like a
yeah,
specific
yeah.
battle fight which people went crazy over. I think that was the
Even
yeah,
I think it was Mexico as well,
that
or
might have
Brazil,
been
one of
it.
the two,
Yeah. It's like a
where like they had like
hundreds.
a whole stadium filled with
Yeah,
people just watching. Yeah,
watching it. That
yeah,
was
that was
yeah.
hype.
That's how I saw it like years ago, I remember. But I don't know who the character was or what was going on. So, oh yeah, that's it.
It's yeah, I mean it's definitely in this arc, so I can't wait for you to see that.
Awesome, awesome. And speaking of Dragon Ball, in a month's time, we're going to get Dragon Ball Daima, Domino, or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
Daima. Dragon Ball Daima. I'm not with this. The animation looks so
Yeah,
good as well,
it looks so
which is
good.
stupid.
It looks good.
Why didn't the Super have this? Come on.
Maybe they're doing it to respect Akira Toriyama. You know, they don't
Yeah,
want
apparently
to.
he worked on this, right?
Yeah, I think so. It looks like GT a little bit because Goku's a kid again. I don't know why he's a kid again, but I'm getting GT
Yeah.
vibes. Even Piccolo and Vegeta are children again. What's going on?
Everyone's a child again. It's just weird.
I have no idea what's going on in this. But it looks cool. It looks shiny.
Do you know if it's like going to be like a one-off series, or is it going to be
So
like Boruto or
far,
something?
it looks like it's going to be a one-off series from what I've seen.
Okay. It's so weird because they had two amazing films back to back, which is after Super, and then they're making this series about being kids. It's weird.
Yeah, it's a strange choice. But if Akira Toriyama wanted it, then it is what it is, I suppose.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But yeah, that's Dragon Ball in a nutshell. And also the Sparkling game on the PlayStation is coming out. So for all you
Yep.
gamers, it's going to be quite hype. I know they're
It's
adapting some of the older arcs in it or something like that. That's going to be cool.
all I know about that game. It's going to be around 100 gigabytes to download,
Oh gosh.
and there's going to be 180 characters to
Oh
play
my
from.
gosh. Hey, there's Future Trunks in it. That's cool.
Yeah, there's I guess future Gohan as well, one-armed Gohan.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty hype.
That's cool. I think Future Trunks
Original
might be
Broly
my
as well.
favorite. Broly. Oh, you mean that one off character from that old movie
Yeah,
that I saw?
the original.
Oh yeah. I forgot all about him. Is he canon? He never appears in the show.
Old Broly isn't canon. New Broly is canon.
Wow, okay. So they rewrote it. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and dude, that is one of the best Dragon Ball Super Z films made. It's so hype.
I know there was a lot of buzz when that film came out in 2018. Like,
The soundtrack alone is insane.
oh
It's
gosh.
so good.
Awesome. Well, I might. Well, once I finish Super, I'll definitely watch that. And then after Super, I'll start watching One Piece again. Because it's coming to BBC
A
iPlayer.
rewatch of One Piece?
Yeah,
Oh
because it's
no,
coming to BBC
no.
iPlayer, so I'll be...
Oh, don't do it.
Well, I'm not rewatching, I'm kind of continuing my rewatch, because I want to eventually get to the... what's that new arc called? I forgot. But they're meeting Dr. Vegapunk or something like that, which is cool.
Yes, and Egghead.
Egghead, that's
yeah.
it. I want to get to that. Because the dub is eventually going to be there in a couple of months, so I want to catch up to that.
Dude, it's kind of sad because I've fallen out of love with One Piece, dude.
Ah,
I'm finding it mid now.
Everyone's praising One Piece every week. It's trending every single week, and people are still loving it.
Yeah, I think that's mainly for the anime as well.
Oh yeah, anime and manga. I keep seeing it.
Manga, there is a lot of them as well. That are feeling the same way. We're feeling the burnout of seeing the same theme every single arc. You know.
Yeah.
Straw Hats get split up. Usopp's still a coward. Nami is still this.
Yeah.
Zoro is still that. It's still the same theme over and over and over again, and we're feeling the burn after 1,000 chapters in.
Yeah, I mean, 1,000 episodes is just insane. Like, that's why they're doing that Wit remake, you know?
Yep.
Which makes a lot of sense. Speaking of remakes, we got a new announcement update regarding Crocodile, Robin, and Chopper.
Oh, of course. I seen a controversy for this as well.
So let's get it up. Let me just get that article up.
For Crocodile, I can't believe it's the bully from Spider-Man. Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man's bully, all grown up.
He was going to be playing. Did you know he was going to be playing Deathstroke?
No, I didn't.
That film never came out. Yeah, in the Zack Snyder universe, he was going to be Deathstroke.
Wow, okay. I didn't know about that. But isn't that universe cancelled?
Yep, it is now.
I kind of feel bad for Zack, you know? Like, he never got to fulfill his vision, you know?
His movies suck, though.
I did like...
It sucked.
Did he make Wonder Woman, I mean. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. I like that one, the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it wasn't him. It was... Who directed Wonder Woman? Wonder Woman 2017.
It was him, no?
Directed by Patty Jenkins.
Oh, I thought she was the one that ruined it.
Oh, that must have been the sequel because there were two. There was another one that came out in 2020. I think that's the one she ruined it.
Wonder Woman films.
There were two. Only two.
Oh, okay.
But that first one is probably the best one in that DC universe. The rest are just kind of mediocre in my opinion. But yes, we have him as Crocodile and we have Lyra Abova as Miss All Day Sunday, aka Nico Robin. And she's not going to be the tan Robin as we were all thinking. She's going to be post-time skip Robin. Yay? Yeah. Question mark?
Question mark. But yeah, it's to be seen, you know.
Yeah.
It's yet to be seen. It's crazy how we're seeing this. Even Chopper, did you see Chopper's
yeah,
CGI?
his CGI.
I'm kind of surprised all of this is going to be happening in season 2. Like how many arcs we've shoved into this season?
Didn't they announce that they're going to do from what was that arc when Luffy nearly got his head chopped off in Roger's hometown?
I have no idea.
It's when we first meet Dragon.
Dragon, yeah.
Oh, and what was that? Logtown, that's it. So I saw a post saying that they're going to possibly adapt Logtown all the way to the end of Chopper's Island arc. And then Alabasta will all be season 3. Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting that we are seeing... No, it does make sense. See, they're probably going to tease I forgot, Crocodile and Nico in season 2 then for season 3. So that makes sense.
Because they do appear in certain episodes before Alabasta.
Yeah.
Because I know Nico Robin will be... Because she blows up that boat with Vivi's friend in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Alabasta's going to be season 3 then. Another 2-year wait. Yay.
I want, dude, do you know who I want to play Ace?
Oh, who's that?
The kid from Cobra Kai.
Oh, okay.
I forgot his name, but He's like one of the main protagonists. He fits for Ace.
Okay.
He looks like Luffy's character.
Oh, okay.
And they could easily be related. That's kind of racist to say, I don't know. But if you just Google Miguel, that's his name, Cobra Kai Miguel. It could be Ace because he kind of,
Oh yeah, it does look like him.
Like Luffy.
Oh yeah, it does look like him. It could be him actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could work, dude. And both shows are on Netflix as well. And Luffy's character has been on the set for Cobra Kai as well.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, if he probably grew out a beard a little bit.
Oppose.
Yeah.
I do not oppose to that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Then we're gonna have to wait until another 7-8 years for Impel Down, and Eni's lobby and all that. Oh gosh. But in the Wit Studio remake, we're gonna have 3 different versions of One Piece all airing at the same time.
I don't see these characters staying for that long as well.
Gosh. I mean, gosh,
actors,
look,
I don't see these actors staying for that long.
I don't want to be rude, but the actors are in their mid to late 20s, except for Luffy and Usopp.
It's going to be Game of Thrones all over again.
Yeah, Luffy and Usopp are at least in their earlier 20s, but the rest are like in their mid to late 20s, so gosh, you know.
And look how long it took season 2 to get into production as well.
I know. Season 1 came out in 2023. Season 2 is coming out in 2025, so 2 years. Yeah, it's not that bad, I suppose. It's better than Stranger Things, because Stranger Things took so many years with
That's
6
not
packs.
bad though, because they're not adapting from anything.
Yeah, that's
as
true.
well.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose that's fine. But then we're going to get the Harry Potter series coming out, and that's going to be interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is going to be totally interesting.
They're already making a casting call for Harry, Ron, and Hermione. And they're going to... Yeah, so...
It's going to be like no-name actors, right? Like
yeah.
totally new, not seen or heard before. That's interesting.
Many people are speculating Hermione's going to be black, so... Because of the stage play.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
So, there's that.
Good luck to her and her future career.
Golly, I do pray for her, you know, because do you know the actress of Osha from The Acolyte? Like,
oh, yes.
Like, she played the little girl in the Hunger Games, and she got so much hate for doing that. Because people imagined her to be a little white girl, and... They didn't imagine a little mixed race girl to play her, and they were angry.
It's so dumb.
Yeah. So it's kind of sad because she's still getting hate for her race, even in the Acolyte. So, at least she's getting paid millions. You know.
It's weird. It's like, what do you get out of it for doing that? You know.
I know. I mean, I just like. I just do the role, get paid, go to an island and live the rest of my days, you know. Look at Daisy Ridley. She got hate for playing Rey. What's her name from The Last Jedi? Rose?
The Korean girl?
Yeah, she got hate as well.
Yeah, her character was...
Very strange. Very strange input, but... Yeah, dude, it's so weird watching the old Star Wars movies and then knowing what's going to happen after, because I just saw The New Hope yesterday and it's just night and day. It's like a different... It's just so different, you know. You look at Star Wars now and it's like a different thing, you know. It's not even Star Wars anymore. I don't recognize it.
I know what you're trying to say, because it's like what it could have been to what we've gotten, you know?
It's like just seeing Luke, Han, and Leia doing their thing. It's just, this is real Star Wars, mate. That's the real Star Wars to me, you know? And it could have been so much more, but, you know, we got Palpatine returning and all that in The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. I don't understand Disney, you know, like they paid billions to buy this and
they ruined it.
I just don't get it, you know? Like, how do you ruin a $1 billion franchise? Like, how is that possible? You know, it's like you've got all this source material, you know?
That's what I was gonna say. You have, dude.
You've got
I'm waiting for
books.
Starkiller. I've been waiting for Starkiller for so long, and I'm like, nah, just leave it. Just keep it buried. You're gonna ruin it. You're gonna absolutely ruin
Gosh.
that arc or storyline. Just leave it.
You got all those, like, books, you know? Like, I wouldn't even mind a remake of the Clone Wars, if I'm being honest, you know? Like, even that. And, yeah.
Disney are too incompetent. And to be honest with you, it's Disney picking the wrong people to make it as well.
Yeah. Like, when I'm watching, like, The Last Jedi, it's like a fan fiction, you know? It's like, what if Luke Skywalker went onto this island and drank blue milk?
You know? Oh my days, yeah. It's so dumb.
Oh gosh. Like, I'm gonna be honest, anything Disney made by Star Wars is fan fiction in my eyes. It's not real Star Wars, you know. Real Star Wars will always be George Lucas, you know. It will always be the originals and the prequels and the Clone Wars, you know. That's real Star Wars to me.
It's insane, like the production process was like for the original Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
He's actually a genius.
God, like, just even like seeing all the practical like effects in like A New Hope, it's just wow. 1977, you know, like it's just amazing. You know.
And then just ruin it with all these crappy CGI.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, like there's a lot. It's really just. Do you know which movie? Are you aware of like the scenes with the CGI scenes in?
So I remember we spoke about this.
Yeah.
First, New Hope had CGI scenes in it.
Yeah, it's basically basically the Tatooine scenes in the New Hope that have the CGI scenes, but everything else in the movie is all the original stuff. Nothing tampered with.
Oh.
Yeah. So you could literally just watch that film, but just cut out all the Tatooine stuff, and then just find the old DVD or VHS versions which were untampered with, and just watch those scenes on that format.
How are we gonna find VHS nowadays? You know, that's why there are people out there, groups that are editing different versions of Star Wars and splicing it together. But the file is so huge, it's so massive to like download.
Gosh. I think there's like a DVD version of it that wasn't tampered with. Yeah, it's probably an older VHS tape or one of the first releases of the DVDs that came out in 2000.
Oh, ain't nobody got VHS around here nowadays, bro.
If you type in Star Wars A New Hope golden DVD, it might be that one. I think that's the version that has the CGIs removed.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think so. So if you can try and find them in like maybe CEX or eBay, you might be lucky.
That's interesting to hear, because I don't know why those group of people going through the effort of like trying to recreate it if there's already a version out there.
Yeah. I think they're trying to remaster it into 4K. I'm not too sure.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I don't really care, because Empire has no changes at all. It's the original movie, and Return of the Jedi has no changes except for one song scene, and that's it. There is one scene with music in that does have CGI in, but it's so short.
Are you talking about the finale?
No. It's, you know, when they're in that bar and you hear those people like playing on the instruments and all that. Yeah. It's in Return of the Jedi. They have like a whole sequence with CGI characters in, but it's so short. You forget about it quickly. But yeah, Star Wars. Next on the news list, Solo Leveling is coming to theaters worldwide starting late November. Recap of season 1 and the first 2 episodes of season 2.
Alright, dude, they need to stop doing this. They need to stop releasing stuff into cinemas, please.
Blame it on Demon Slayer, dude. Blame it on Demon Slayer. Making $500 million at the
Slayer
box
is
office.
Worth it. The animation is gorgeous. It fully does. Solo Leveling, I love that show. It's not movie quality, you know.
I've never seen it, so it might be worth watching for me. So season...
to be fair, sure, it is. It for a first time viewer, it's probably good. It's not. I wouldn't rewatch it in the cinema, you know.
Okay. But the first two episodes.
For new eyes, just watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not even for the first two episodes. I wouldn't rewatch the
Okay.
first season just to get to season 2.
Okay.
Even though season 1 has good moments in it, it's just not worth the rewatch.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'm looking forward to Demon Slayer when that comes out eventually.
Of course, yeah.
That's going to be awesome. And even Attack on Titan, they're going to re-release that final chapters with improved cuts from the director.
That as well, yeah.
I'm quite curious because they're remastering the audio as well.
Oh, they're not remastering the animation.
And the animation, it's the cuts in the visuals and the audio. That's what they said. But I don't know what scenes they're gonna redraw, so that's gonna be interesting. But it's only in Japan so far. There's no announcement for the West, so we're gonna have to wait and see. But I'm curious, you know, because I don't know what else they could change, because I thought the final episode was pretty good.
Wait, so is this just for the final episode?
It's the final 2 chapters. So the one with Hanji dying and Eren doing the rumbling, stomping on Ramsey, and then the final episode as well.
You're just probably going to get 100 different angles of Ramsey getting killed or something.
Possibly. Poor Ramsey and Hali. They did not deserve it. They were just children.
It's fucked.
I
can't lie. Seeing that scene, it did give me like some imagery to Palestine and Gaza. And seeing that brutality.
I was shocked that they actually showed it in the anime, you know.
Yeah, it's hardcore. It is hardcore.
Because that was like an extreme scene in the manga when it came out. People were like going crazy over it. That was the chapter that people thought Eren was this like cold psychopath killer and all that.
It's funny because in the manga you don't even then when that moment happened I didn't see Eren as a villain, but when it happened in the anime I'm like, okay, yeah, this is too far. You're the villain here.
He's a bad boy.
So props to MAPPA for like conveying that emotion.
Oh yeah, like the music was good as well in that scene. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that in the big screen if it comes to the West. And speaking of movies, My Hero Academia Movie 4 is coming to the UK on October the 18th.
All right, we're watching it, right?
Yeah. Got to see that.
We're watching it? Okay.
Got to see that.
October 18th. Yeah, it's going to be the last one. We just... We're gonna, if it's a bombshell, well, you know.
Yeah. The awesome thing about this release is that it's coming out 1 week after the season finale of season 7. So there are 4 more episodes to go for season 7, and then we got the movie. So that's going to be like a special way to end season 7.
It is.
And then the final season of My Hero will come out next year. The end.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. I thought the manga was way ahead of the anime.
Oh, no, like there's going to be 1 more arc, and I think that's going to be the final season, because I calculated how many chapters they do per season, and it's literally going to be 1 more season. It's either going to be a season and then they're going to do a movie. It might be that.
Dude, I love My Hero, dude. It gets shit on. I understand, because I used to be one of those people. But just give it a chance.
Yeah, I like My Hero. I like it.
Those two the villain duos that ruined My Hero for me. I think it was in like season 2 or season 3, and they come back obviously in this latest season.
Oh yeah.
The guy that with the bounce quirk, whatever,
Gentle Criminal and La Brava.
Gentle La Brava. Yeah. Fuck those two, by the way. I hate those two with a passion. But dude, when they came back, it was that was
that was good.
Sick. That was
yeah. I love to
see
see.
what they're doing here.
Yeah.
I see what they were doing here. They were cooking.
They were cooking.
For like
They were cooking.
years.
I
So
liked
it was
it.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh, just give My Hero a chance is all I say. Just give it a chance.
I must say the animation's improved quite a bit over season 6, in my opinion. Like, I think ever since they started to abandon the blue sky, it's looking a lot more gritty. Like the colors are popping.
They took that criticism. Yeah, they took that criticism to heart.
I think My Hero should be like Ben 10 Alien Force. Just have all their action scenes in the night, you know, because it just looks a lot better.
I've not seen that.
So Ben 10 Alien Force, like they mainly have a lot of their fights in the dark.
And what, to hide the CG or
like just to make it look more gritty, because the first Ben 10 they will just mainly have fights in the daytime because it was in the summer for Ben, and plus it's a kids cartoon, so they wanted it to be more bright and poppy. But Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, they have a lot of their action scenes in the dark or in space.
Ben 10, let me Google this. I've not seen this.
I used to watch a bit of it, but I never completed it.
Oh, dude, yes, this show was sick. Of course, yes.
Ben 10 Alien Force. Did you watch the original one when he's a kid?
Yeah, and I did watch the original one, but it's just one of those things where I watched the episodes out of sequence and then watched it in the...
Yeah.
So I might go back and like finish it and then watch Alien Force. Alien Force, I do like because the main actor is the same dude for Spider-Man.
And Sasuke Uchiha as well.
Yes, and Sasuke. Yes.
Yeah.
So I wanna give that show a shot as well. And Kevin, he's a funny dude, man.
Oh yeah,
I just see memes
Kevin.
of him everywhere.
Yeah.
I see him everywhere.
I love the original one so much. Like as a kid, I watched all the episodes millions of times over. I saw the movies over and over again. But I never got into Alien Force because Ben was older and I was still a kid when he was 15. Because he was...
Yeah, he would have been my age when that was out. Dude, that's crazy.
I was still like 10 years old when Alien Force came out. So I was still a kid watching it.
Wow. I remember the Nintendo Wii game of Ben 10 Alien Force. It was ass, but I still finished it.
I remember when they premiered the first 2 episodes back to back. That was good.
Oh.
And then there was that competition where on the 10th of the 10th of the 10th, someone was going to win Kevin's car. And
Kevin's car?
Yeah. Like
what?
I think it was on the news. Just type in Ben 10 Alien Force Kevin car prize. It was pretty huge.
No, wait. That show was making bank before YouTube came.
Like,
wow.
I can't. It was like a competition. Ben 10
Wow, I
Alien
see
Force.
him right here. Local teen wins new car and he can't even drive yet. Wow. Ben 10 creating dreams out of here.
Yeah.
Did you know there was a Ben 10 live action movie in the works and then it got scrapped?
Oh yeah, they scrapped it.
Yeah, was that Warner Brothers as well? And then they went ahead and continued the Minecraft movie, and that looks ass.
The internet are clowning on it.
Yeah.
It's got more dislikes than likes.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Even though YouTube hid the likes and dislikes, we can still see it.
We can still see it. I'll be honest, I never got into Minecraft. It just didn't appeal to me. I was more into Angry Birds, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, was that good? I've never seen that. Was it good?
The Angry Birds movies. Yeah, they were pretty good. I love the games. I feel like Angry Birds are the only games I'm really playing these days. Like, I always play them on my phone. Pretty addictive.
Yes, I remember Angry Birds. And I know we're getting off topic here, but Angry Birds, because every time we talk about a new subject, we just delve into it.
Oh yeah.
But Angry Birds, that was like one of the first popular mobile games, and it made bang.
Oh yeah. Whoever made it is probably a billionaire, just on some beach somewhere. But the movies were really good. I liked the first one. I saw them in cinemas. It's very Super Mario Brothers-esque with the art style and animation. I wish that's what Minecraft was. You know, it should have gone for a...
Yeah, I like Jason Momoa. I don't know what the hell was this. And Valkyrie, the YouTuber, I don't know if you've heard of her. She's also going to feature in this film, and she talked about her experience with Jason Momoa, and it was pretty negative.
Oh dear.
It was, yeah, he was rude to staff.
But
then she did say that was an intense scene, and that could be, you know.
I mean, he is Khal Drogo after all, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, you don't fuck with that.
Don't mess with Khal Drogo. I mean, he did what he did to Daenerys in like the second episode. Oof, on that beach. Oof. Poor Dany. Although that scene is completely different in the books, you know, it's more consensual.
Wait,
very different.
Excuse me.
That beach scene of Khal Drogo and Dany in season 1.
How can I see what's his name, George R.R. Martin, as a ruthless dude when it comes to his characters, and you're telling me that was consensual in the books compared to the
way
TV
it was
show?
written, like she kind of gave him the thumbs up, and it wasn't as intense as the show. The show made it was like whoa, but in the books it's a lot more like they're sitting down and then he's trying to advance on her and then she's just like, well, I'll just let him do it, you know, like. She's not as distraught over it, essentially, in the book. And plus, she's only 13 years old, which is even creepier compared to her being 18.
Yeah. That is, yeah. But then again, it was a different time.
Yeah.
You know, like he wrote that books in the 90s.
Yeah.
Earlier than that.
Catelyn Stark was...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was going to say Catelyn Stark was also a lot more cruel to Jon Snow in the books, you know? So,
yep.
In first episode 1, when Jon leaves to go to the war, and he says goodbye to Bran, and then Catelyn says, I want you to get out. In the books, Jon is like, would you have wanted me to be in his place? And then Catelyn was like, yes, I would have, you know? Saying that she would have wanted Jon to have been in Bran's situation instead of Bran. It was a very sad scene. And then she started to cry.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb that I love what's his name, Ned Stark, but he's dumb.
Oh yeah.
He's so dumb.
He's very naive.
Like he kept this secret just so his nephew could get abused.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, come on, dude.
I was quite impressed with how well adapted season 1 was from the books, though. Like, it was pretty well adapted. But yeah, Ned Stark was. Yeah, he was probably dumb. He was a dumb guy.
He was dumb. He's a dumb.
But he wanted to do the right thing, you know. He was honourable, you know. I think that's why.
Honourable to who?
I don't know. His sister. He wanted to keep her promise, you know. She didn't want anyone to know because if he told Catelyn would have told someone else, maybe Littlefinger.
Catelyn,
yeah, she would have 100%. Catelyn would have, you know, she's Sansa's daughter, she's Sansa's mother, you know, she would have done. Like,
no, Catelyn
no.
She's wise. No.
She would have told her sister or maybe Littlefinger, and then Littlefinger would have told someone else. It would have. There's no way she'd have kept that.
Or say this is a boy I found during the war, or I don't know. But then again, if he did say that, then they would have just gave him to somebody else.
Yeah. I think that was the best thing to do. It was the thing that made the most sense, essentially. You know.
Yeah, but it's been years.
Yeah.
It could be when what's his name, Robert and Ned like reunited with each other, you know?
Yeah.
It's not going to be like, I don't think Catelyn would have been like, hey, yeah, by the way, this is not Ned's son. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's weird.
Yeah, it's a strange one.
Indeed, it is.
There was a news regarding the books. I think they're planning on getting voice actors to start voicing some of the characters in the books.
Hey, George, just finish your next book.
Yeah. I need that. I need those 2 books, dude. I haven't read any of the books yet. I'm just waiting. And the moment he announces a release date, I'm going to start binge reading all the books. Eventually, until Winds of Winter. Because I need to see how different it is.
When was Winds of Winter announced?
Possibly like in 2011, 2012.
Jeez, this guy.
It was around the time season 2 finished, I think.
Yeah, dude, what are you doing?
And he's getting older and older by the day, you know. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel bad for him at the same time because he's got a lot of pressure, you know. People are now looking at him as to being the savior.
11-year pressure.
He's the one who's gonna save Game of Thrones, you know, after what D&D did to the ending of the show. So, all eyes are on him.
I don't know. It's weird. It's like it seems like no one can create a story if it's not adapted. If that makes sense. No one can create characters or like evolve the world without adapting it from the original book. Because House of the Dragon season 2 was ass. It was so ass.
Yeah, they kind of went off the rails with the books. Like season 1 adapted the book mostly faithfully, but season 2 apparently they kind of diverted a bit. And that's why the writing wasn't as good. I have been seeing some Reddit posts that hopefully season 3 might be adapting the books more faithfully. I think because George has also expressed his complaints about season 2, so he might start putting.
What did he say?
Let me get George. There's a Variety article. George R. R. Martin calls out House of the Dragon changes and warns there are more toxic tweaks to come on what's being contemplated for seasons 3 and 4.
What does that even mean, George?
So apparently House of the Dragon has eliminated 1 characters, Aegon and Helena Targaryen's youngest son, Prince Maelor, entirely from the story.
I'm still shocked with that opening sequence of episode 1.
Yeah. And George Martin has said that there will be more repercussions because of these changes in seasons 3 and 4. He says that the change weakened the sequences. All in all, he doesn't like some of the changes, and it looks like he might start to fix some of these issues in the later seasons. There are only 2 more to go. Very strange. Only 4 seasons. Very short show. But that's cool. I'll still be there,
To be honest,
I'm still going to watch it.
I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest.
Yeah, I see what you mean there. I'm more looking forward to Stranger Things, the final season, you know. Give me that. Yeah. Give me the One Piece Remake season 2.
Cobra Kai. Give me that Cobra Kai, man.
Cobra Kai. I've not seen any of that. I need to rewatch the Karate Kid movies again.
You do.
I haven't seen them in so many years. I saw them on Channel 5 when I was a teenager.
Channel 5?
Yeah.
Mate, that's a long time
Like on a Sunday. Like they were doing it back to back. On Channel 5. I saw those movies after the Jaden Smith movie.
Yeah.
The Kung Fu Kid. That's what they should have called it.
It's not even... literally, because they're not even learning karate.
Yeah. Very strange they called it that.
But they... I don't know if you saw the video, but Jackie Chan and the dude who plays Daniel LaRusso announced they're making a new Karate Kid film.
So maybe Jaden's going to return. That'll be cool.
Potentially.
Yeah, but he hasn't really acted in a whole lot since, so I don't know.
Do you want to see Jaden Smith return?
That'll be cool, like for nostalgia reasons, you know.
For nostalgia,
every time I see Jaden, I keep thinking of Justin Bieber and him singing the credit song. I will never say never.
What, in Karate Kid?
Yeah, in the ending scene, like that's the main song they play. I will never say never. It's so nostalgic.
Oh. Yeah, dude. When you bring up Justin Bieber, all I think about is Diddy.
Oh dear. Yeah. Well, he's finally getting his comeuppance.
Yeah, it's crazy shit.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really keep you know, up to date with celebrities and their shenanigans. To be honest, whenever I see
you
it,
need to.
yeah.
Well, especially only the downfall. To be honest with you,
I just see like what people say on TikTok and all that. It's not good.
it's interesting. I don't know how they're gonna make it good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why I just said that. I'm not the target audience. I'm not the target. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna make it sick, yo.
I feel like
it's for kids.
it was a product of the time, you know. Balamori came out in the 2000s. Like,
yeah,
I loved that yellow van.
What's the story, Balamori, dude?
I was obsessed.
You know? What I want to see a remake of is that woman and that dog in the plane. I forgot the show's
Come
called.
outside.
Come outside. I remember that one episode where they talk about toothpaste, like how toothpaste is made.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that one. I just found it, like looking back on it, it's just wild that she was able to just fly a plane like nothing, you know, just go from town to town in a plane without, you know, just take a bus, you know.
That's so awesome. That's why it was appealing to everyone.
Yeah.
With girls, it was like a female. With boys, the planes.
I know the actress was in EastEnders for a bit. Like,
oh, was she?
I think she was the mother of the daughter who Jay went out with, and then he got accused of being a paedophile.
Oh God.
Yeah. But it was a whole misunderstanding. I felt so bad for Jay in that story.
Who is Jay? Let me Google
Jay
it.
Brown. He's the Mitchell boy, the redhead Mitchell boy. Ben's stepbrother.
Him?
Yeah.
They really made dude, Jay is a goat. They really made a storyline about that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so apparently Jay met a girl and he fell in love with her, and then he found out that the girl was a high schooler and he had no idea. She lied to him essentially, and then he got put on the offender list and all that. I
can't believe they made it. They make a storyline about anything. Oh
yeah.
My God.
But this was like 7 years ago, I think. Like, this was a long time ago.
Holy shit. Yo, that's way after I've watched these things. That's funny.
This was when the second Ben Mitchell came. So they recasted Ben. Like,
they recasted him and then they made him a Muslim or something.
No, that was Bobby. That was Bobby.
Was that Bobby?
Yeah, he made him into a Muslim, and then there was a whole storyline with his girlfriend who had a brother who was a far right white supremacist.
Yeah.
He wanted to blow up a Sikh or a Musk temple, I think, and his father caught him, and then he got sent to prison. God, EastEnders was wild.
EastEnders had no filter whatsoever. It's because they've sent Bobby to prison or something after he killed his sister or something,
Lucy. That was a good storyline. Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good story.
It was so gripping.
There was like a bet going on as well for like who did it.
Who did it?
Like all the trailers, all the previews, they were showing all these different characters, but Bobby's not in it. And then, funnily enough, when it comes to like the betting odds, like people are actually genuinely betting for which character did it. Bobby, who's not even mentioned at all, had the highest.
Wow.
had the highest odds of being the murderer, like the killer.
I thought it was gonna be Max, you know, because Max was so, you know, into Lucy, you know. I thought it was gonna be him.
That's weird. Max is into Max needs to stop. Max needs to chill, dude.
First Stacy and then Lucy, and then
that's weird.
Who was it afterwards? He dated the detective lady who was investigating Lucy's killer, and then she got killed off because she found out the truth. I think she died.
Did Bobby kill her?
No. She died in a car crash because she was rushing to the station. Then she flipped over the car, and then she died. Max was
I was
distraught.
gonna be like, yo, Bobby got another one.
No. But they had like a closure with his arc in the recent episodes. I saw it on TikTok where Jane returned, and then they had like a whole reunion.
He left with Jane?
Yeah, he left with Jane.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. So many old characters are coming back, you know. They brought back one of the older Peters. And
The Peters.
Yeah, like Peter Bill, like one of the older actors of Peter from like 2006 came back.
Wow.
Yeah. And they brought back Dean, Shirley's son, who did what he did to Linda, you know?
Why are they giving this weirdo screen time?
I know.
What is going on?
It's just wild.
It is. No filter, bro. They generally don't give a fuck.
Oh, gosh. But I haven't really watched it in a while, you know?
Dude, I'm surprised you've known more than me because I haven't seen
Oh,
it since
just go on
Bradley.
TikTok, dude. Like, TikTok just spoils it, you know? I was watching it, like, every single day up until middle of 2023. After the Grey storyline, I just stopped, you know? Because Grey was this...
The Grey storyline?
So Grey was seen as this, like, really, you know, sophisticated guy. He was very successful. He was a businessman. He had a beautiful wife. He had kids. And, you know, people thought that they were the perfect family. But then it turns out he was an abuser. He attacked his wife. He killed her. And then he covered it up. And then it turned into this, like, Breaking Bad-esque type of story where we know the bad things that Grey's doing, but... You know, we're watching him trying to lie his way out of things and covering up all of his killings. He killed 3 people in the span of a year.
What EastEnders characters?
Yeah. So it was.
Oh my days.
Mixed,
There's a lot of this city they live in is fucking cursed.
I know.
So much bad shit happens in that town. Why is no one leaving?
So he killed Kush. He killed Tina. And he killed Chantal.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, Chantal was not Thingy's daughter.
Yeah, that was what was her name? Karen's daughter. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
And Tina was Mick Carter's sister, Shirley's sister. Well, no,
Yeah.
Mick Carter's aunt actually, because Shirley is his mother, which was a big twist. I'm guessing you didn't know that. So Shirley was Mick's sister for like 20 years, and then they revealed that Shirley was actually his mother.
That's sort of similar to that other twist where I forgot her name. He's like, "Oh, I'm your mother."
Oh, Kat Slater.
Yes, Patsy.
That was
yeah.
a big storyline. Like,
So
remember that as a
kind of
kid.
reminiscent to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a. EastEnders is wild.
It's wild, dude. It's so crazy.
But yeah, I haven't really. I only see the updates on TikTok, you know, and yeah, Bobby. Gosh, like he got really mad at Freddy for cheating on his girlfriend, and he started to beat him up in the square.
Bobby, what's going on with Bobby?
I mean, to be fair, he had every right to be mad because he had a girlfriend and then Freddie cheated on her. But his girlfriend, it's weird because his girlfriend is the daughter of his half sister. So his daughter is, it's weird because
Oh, so they're related.
they're like steps. Yeah, it's weird. It's all weird. It's like his stepdaughter, his stepsister is his girlfriend, I think. Strange, but it's not any worse than Lauren hooking up with her cousin. You know, that whole storyline back in 2013, like her and Joey.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember.
So this was Derek Branning and Max Branning are brothers, and Derek's son and Max's daughter Lauren hooked up on multiple occasions. This was
EastEnders is wild.
That was back when Lauren was at her like lowest point, drinking like crazy.
Yeah.
That was.
You know when the Max's 2 daughters fell off that building?
That was like 2017, I think.
Yeah, I thought both of them died. I didn't know
it
one
was
survived.
it was just Abby who died.
Yeah.
That was after his master plan got revealed, and then he started to break down, you know, because he wanted to get revenge on. So basically, he got sent down to prison because Jane and so many, like Phil and all them lot, blamed him for Lucy's death, even though they knew that he was innocent. And he was mad at the square, and he got revenge. He did a lot of nasty things. He was the mastermind behind the bus crash, and he did a whole lot of bad stuff. I think he wanted to kick the Carters out of the pub as well. And all that. Just wild stuff in EastEnders.
Yeah,
the great storyline was the last good one, and that was it.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah. But that's EastEnders.
It is.
Yeah. Next on the list. The outrageous price for the PlayStation 5. I'm guessing you've heard about
you
this.
want to talk about that?
Yeah. Wow. PS5. Holy moly.
The PlayStation did a reveal for a updated version of the PS5 console. Sort of what they did with the PS4. So when the PS4 was out, they had like a better hardware to be released, and they made the PS4 Pro, which is slightly better than the PS4. And it was only like £100 difference between the PS4 Pro. PS5, similar place. They have stuff. So when you play a PS5 game, you have two options on it. You can play in the graphics mode where you can see everything in 4K. It looks amazing, beautiful, and crisp. But your FPS takes a dip, and you can only play it in like 30 FPS. But a lot of gamers today prefer to play in higher frame rate, 60 FPS. But that means they have a take a dip in the graphics, so the graphics doesn't look that great. So the PS5 Pro has a solution for both. So you can play at 60 FPS while the graphics look amazing. And they have this thing called PSSR, which is PlayStation's AI upscaling technology thing they have. People call it pisser for some reason. So I don't know how it works exactly, but there's a lot of stuff in the PS5 Pro which for some reason has made the cost £699, which is stupid.
Apparently it costs more than what it costs in America.
US.
Yeah.
It does. And in America it's also $699, but if you do like the price like exchange rate, it actually costs around £500 if you bought it in America.
Wow.
If you exchange your £500 into like dollars, it'll be around that much. So having it be £699 here is stupid.
My gosh. But I mean, to be fair, if you buy it in America, we have to pay postage and packaging and all that.
Even then, I don't think it'll be around £699. Maybe. I'm not 100%. It'll probably be around £600 or £650, but not $699.
Because I don't think it's worth it. Isn't $699 about $900 in the US? Like
potentially, yeah.
Let me do the exchange rate. What is 609? What is 699.99 pounds in dollars? So £931 and 25p. I mean $931 and 25 cents in the US. So we in the UK are being screwed over. That sucks. My question is, why would anyone want to buy something without a disc tray? Like, that's just bonkers to me.
Yes, that's another thing. It comes without a disc tray, and they stand for some reason. So when you buy the PS5 Pro, you can't even stand it up straight. So you'll need to buy a separate stand. And if you have physical discs, you need to pay £70 for a disc tray. What is going on?
I just don't get why you want to buy it. You just have you got the PS5 already. Just keep it. You know.
It's
4K,
I do see.
Golly.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. But PlayStation know their diehard audience, and that's fucked up.
I mean, dude,
it's so messed up.
Dude, I'm watching movies on DVD. I literally was watching a film on a VHS tape a couple of days ago. I'm good to go. Like, I don't care about quality and resolution. Like,
but it's so messed up It's because the PS5, when they made the PS5, it was outsold everywhere, and this is mainly due to scalpers as well. I think Sony is also banking on scalpers to be the main target, the main victims. They're banking on the
Yeah.
scalpers to buy it all in bulk, and then see them raise the price to like $1,000 or $1,500.
I mean,
It's
is this like targeted to like Gen Z people? Because I mean, the people who grew up with PlayStation had to grow up on like standard definition 480p. You know,
I've had this opinion. I've had this opinion for a while now that I think gaming is a luxury,
yeah, like
a privilege to have now. It's too expensive. Not everyone can afford it to play it now.
This is why I gave away my PlayStation 4, because all the games that they were releasing were like £60, £70, £50.
It's £70 now.
Like
it's the new release, 70 quid. It's so
like
stupid.
I feel like I played all the decently hyped games at the time and then sold all of them. So I played Uncharted 4, GTA 5, Batman Arkham Knight, Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed.
This ties in.
You know?
So the price of the game ties into the development time as well, because games are a lot more expensive to make. And this is another... Yeah, I don't want to like pin it all on Sony, but this is another Sony game. I don't know if you've heard Concord. So apparently this game was in development for 8 years and it cost over $400 million to make.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where behind the scenes, there were rumblings of it, PlayStation saying, "Hey, this is our Star Wars. This is our next big thing. This is our next big franchise." So Concord was the 6v6 online only multiplayer game.
Yeah.
And when it was released, no one played it. No one bought it. No one played it. And then a week later, 11 days, they turned off the servers. They stopped sales for that game. They scrubbed it clean. You can't buy it from anywhere. You can't play it. They refunded everyone who purchased that game, like the 10 people that did. And it cost $400 million to make.
Oh my gosh. That's just bonkers in my mind. Like,
yep.
I think because I'm just not a gamer, you know. And I mean, I used to be a gamer when I was in Confetti, you know, but not anymore. But I just don't understand why anyone would want to buy the same console, but with higher resolution. Like, what's the difference between HD and 4K? Like, it's still HD, you know.
So this is another thing. When they did that announcement video, the 9-minute announcement video, they were showing games from PS4 era to the PS5. There are many games that are on the PS5. So there's one game called Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, right? And if you, so on the PS5, it's a PS5 exclusive game. There are two options. There's graphics mode and FPS mode. If you do play on higher FPS mode with 60 frames, it looks dog shit. It looks so awful. The graphics look blurry. You can't see anything. The grass is disgusting to look at. If you play on graphics mode, you do cap the frame rates at 30 FPS, but it looks amazing. They didn't show this game in that 9-minute preview that they did for the PS5 Pro. They, for some reason,
sorry,
I'm
sorry.
So dumb.
I'm just reading the comments on the PlayStation 5 Pro trailer. Everyone is just hating it.
It's so dumb.
Okay,
so
continue.
there's another YouTube channel, Digital Foundry. They made a video about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And it's a night and day difference of what the PS5 Pro can do compared to the PS5 when it comes to that specific game. And they didn't show it once for that 9-minute video. And you could play it at a higher frame rate and keep the graphics, and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
But they didn't show it, and everyone's just shitting on it. It's I don't know what's going on behind these decision makings.
And the sad thing is that people will still buy it, you know? There are going to be those that want the new tech, you know? Like, every few months, people are going to buy the new iPhones. People are going to buy the new consoles. There are those people that exist. And I'm like, wow, what job did what did they work to earn all that money, you know? Like, damn.
The sad thing is they don't. They take out loans just to get the new iPhone because iPhone has status.
Oh
You know, it's
gosh.
so dumb. It's so dumb. I don't get it. You should not pay £1,000 for a new phone.
Yeah, that's just that's just too expensive. I only will spend a lot of money on things that I actually would need, you know, like
Exactly.
then like I mean, I do see the appeal of the PS5 standard version, you know, but I don't get the
You
Pro,
don't need a Pro.
you
You
know,
don't need a Pro.
because I see the PS5 with the disc drive. I can play games, I can play Blu-ray movies on, you know, it's all good
Yes.
to go, you know, but the digital
It's
version is useless.
devil's advocate when it comes to the disc drive.
Hmm.
99% of my games are all digital,
Ooh,
and I only have one physical game. And that's only when I buy like the ultimate edition of a game, where it comes with a disc. But majority of the games I buy are all through the store, and it's mainly for convenience as well. So,
that's
and
true.
it's just not me that has that feeling. It's many people that have
Hmm.
that same sentiment where people are just buying it all digital, and that's what these companies like Xbox and PlayStation are seeing.
Yeah,
They're just
it's
it's
convenience.
going to that point. It's going to that point where we're having a digital future, and that's bad, by the way. I think we should move back to buying discs because it's cheaper
Oh yeah,
and you can buy it from second hand. But if it's all digital, you're gonna have to buy it for £70 or
yeah.
wait for a specific month where it's on sale
And you always,
on the
always have
store.
to log in, apparently. Do you? Like, to
No,
access the digital games?
no, not really. No,
Not
if once
really.
you buy it, it's in your library forever.
Oh, that's
To
good
if
then.
you do need to have internet access to download the game from your library, but you only need to do that once.
But once it's downloaded,
But
it's there forever then.
it's there forever, but it does take up space. And if you do want to play another game, you might have to delete that specific game and download the other one.
Yeah,
Or you
that's
could buy
true.
an external hard drive.
Okay. I suppose that is why, game as a store is starting to shut down all over the country, you know?
Yep, yep.
And even that's why Blu-ray sales are dropping as well, people are preferring to buy things digitally than physically. I won't lie, digital stuff is more convenient,
It is
Like,
very
I
convenient.
have the entire Harry Potter collection on Google Play Movies, I got them back in 2015 and it's still here, ready to go, ready to be watched. And I
Yeah.
even have Deadpool as well. That's cool.
So yeah, that makes sense for those films back then.
Oh yeah.
And like like because it's streaming, right? You're not buying the individual films that you're watching. You're only just like it's kind of like Game Pass where you're not buying the actual game, you're buying a subscription service. But yeah, you don't really buy movies or TV shows, do you? Because streaming's there, and gaming doesn't have that,
Yeah.
where streaming is the main thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like streaming's weird because it's good, it's convenient, but like if you are to watch a Netflix film and then they remove that film,
Yes,
then you got to subscribe to another platform and then pay more money.
yep,
Like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is on Netflix and it's leaving in a few days, which sucks because I wanted to watch it in December back to back before the new movie came out. So I don't know where that's going to go next.
I think streaming is here to stay. I don't know what's next after streaming.
No, streaming is it.
I
Streaming is as far as we go. Maybe holographic projectors, maybe
Maybe,
maybe
yeah,
more
another
VR.
medium that is just, yeah, a medium that is so leaps and bounds better than streaming.
Yeah.
But who knows? I can't, you know.
But
But it's got
yeah.
to be affordable as well.
Oh
It's
yeah.
it's got to be for convenience. It's so expensive nowadays for anything.
Yeah,
Like
even
so
like a
many
streaming
price
service, if I'm
rises.
being honest.
Netflix keeps raising its price. I guess
Eleven
Disney Plus is
pounds
doing the
now.
same
Yep.
thing.
It's coming to £9
It's
soon.
it's dumb.
Oh, speaking of Disney, have you seen Agatha All Along?
I've not, but wait, is it out now?
Yeah, it's out. 2 episodes have been released.
Uh,
Yeah.
I've not. Is it good?
It's pretty good actually. I kind of like it. It's interesting.
Oh,
It's actually okay. I think it's the
I
best
would have.
Disney show since WandaVision, in my opinion.
Wow, because I was when I was looking at the trailer, I was thinking I was having flashbacks to She-Hulk, to be honest with you.
Oh
We all
no,
know how She-Hulk
I,
went.
I, I kind of like it for what it is. And that's the podcast. Wow, we talked about a lot of topics in today's podcast. But tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of these topics? Do you agree on the topics or not? What was your favorite topic? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more anime reactions, movie reactions, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings, and more, as well as other manga, TV, movie, and anime updates, news, and all that jazz. But thank you for watching, and as always, a boy dude review signing out.